man.
Oh, Foxy, it's your birthday. Not for real, just for play. This is Cree Summer, and Moana Nui will be right back.
And action. All right, what's going on, everybody? We survived Anime Week in Atlanta. How y'all doing today?
My whole body hurts.
Same. My back, my knees, my wallet, everything hurts.
My wallet.
Yeah,
the wallet.
My wallet definitely hurts the most. Yep, 100%. I feel that. But welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome. For those of you who are watching and joining us live, this is the Anime Week in Atlanta 2025 post show. If you was there, we're going to talk about everything that you missed because there was so much going on. And if you hung out with us, you know we got some stories to tell. But before we get into all that, let me introduce everybody that's on the show tonight, starting with somebody who I have so much respect for after this weekend because we put in work, Miss Joy Stevens.
Good evening, everybody. I am Joy Stevens, also known as Joyride. I will be your moderator and co-host for the evening. And let's go around the horn. And starting with, I'll just call you out and you just let everybody know a little bit more about yourself. So we're going to start with the other host with the most in the background, producer extraordinaire, Dana.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dana with Moana Nui Podcast. You can also catch me working with the Bop and then many other hats. That's me.
I'm glad to have you on the show today because, you know, I moonlight for both Moana Nui Podcast and Blerdography, and it's nice to have both of my channel owners on screen at the same time. So good to see you all. And so I'm going to go to my other side, Supreme Attorney.
Hi, I'm the Supreme Attorney, the other half of the Chaos Twins. Yes.
Fusion.
Wrong way.
Oh, did I go the wrong way?
You did.
Okay, on my screen it looks like she's that way. So
Okay.
Right, it wasn't just me. Okay.
No.
I did cause chaos this weekend, starting on Thursday. I can't wait to get into that. Boop. Also, I had such a good weekend that my face is now breaking out. It looks like my eyes are puffy. It looks like somebody beat me up and I'm having an allergic reaction to what?
You beat yourself up.
Right? I don't know what happened, but yeah, my face is puffy now.
Everybody around you does. Anyway, moving on. Going clockwise, we got Khy. Hi, Khy.
Hi, I'm Khy, aka Lavender Bunny, just hanging out with all my lovely besties that are here and getting to know new besties along the way. I am your lovely cosplay extraordinaire. I will pop in the channel once in a while, but I am here and I am glad to be with everybody.
Glad to have you. Okay. At the bottom of my screen, I've got Robbie. Hello.
Hello. Robbie here, author and creator of The Seventh Kingdom, and just a friend of everybody here. It was so nice to see everybody this weekend. You guys stopping by. I again iterate, mango jerky slapped, but anyways, nice to see everybody.
I got you.
I want one of those. I still want one of those.
So good.
Hello.
So worth it.
Boop. We'll explain the boop in a second. Going around the horn, let's round it out with Phil.
What's going on, y'all? My name's Phil. I go by the Blerd Explorer, aka the Six Raikage. Well, I'm new to the scene myself, especially moving back from Korea to Atlanta. And I'm also an author. I'm writing a book two books right now, called the Black Travel Guidebook. I'm doing a travel guidebook for South Korea. I'm also doing one for, a 2-for-1 for Thailand and Cambodia. Siem Reap, Cambodia, excuse me.
Nice. Can I ask you a personal question? How tall are you?
I can't say those numbers. As a teacher, I can't say those numbers.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna take an inch off. And I was like, instead of being a 6 Hokage, you could be the 6'6" Hokage. It's just like, double entendre. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Moving into Marc. You already said hello, but say hello again.
What's going on, everybody? Some new things tonight. Blerdography is now live streaming on Twitch on their own channels. So if you are watching on Twitch, congratulations.
Why?
This is your Christmas gift. But AWA was so much fun. Oh my God. I'm going to die laughing if you do that boop thing. I was debating if we even do that, but you know what? Just go for it. Just go for it.
I mean, now that so much time has passed, I mean, I could tell a very, very watered down version of what happened.
Yes, please tell the PSDest version of that story.
We
that
are
you
not
told.
going to pin that comment.
Somebody
I'm
has
not
to
wearing
stand.
glasses. I read that. I'm like, wait, what is it?
Mr. Magoo read that like Jesus.
Jesus. I mean, I know I'm good looking, but Jesus.
Right? Put my glasses on so I don't miss anything else.
Okay, so Angie, in 100 words or less, explain the boop.
Ooh, 100 words. We'll do some words. We'll see what we can do here.
Okay.
Don't count the words on me. Okay. So I found out at AWA that you're not allowed to buy more than one badge and use it for your, like, give it out or use it however you want to. So I did get a panelist badge, and I've also bought 3 other badges. I bought it from my co-host and my co-panelist, and also my mother was supposed to come, so I bought her a badge. And when I went to go get my panelist badge, they made me turn in the badge, and they were like, oh, you can't have one. You have to pick one or the other. You can't have a panelist badge and a badge that you already paid for. I was like, wait, but I paid for it. Mm-hmm. And as we were going back and forth, because I didn't understand why I can't use the money how I want to, I use the badge how I want to, especially I already paid for it and full price at that. So that was kind of weird.
They need to refund that badge.
Oh, no, they say no refunds too, with a smile. And so I got very upset. And the more I got upset, the person got upset who was talking to me, and she kept twitching her lip or mouth or nose, whatever. And every time she twitched, it reminded me.
No. Oh, hold on. Don't make fun of her, because she can't help that. Please don't make fun of her.
How am I making fun of her? I'm saying what happened.
Okay. I know where that was going to go. I just had to intervene. Go ahead.
Keep going.
Making it weird. Okay, so I remember the cartoon Bambi, and I was thinking of Thumper, because Thumper is super cute, and Thumper has a little thing with his nose where he kind of like wiggles it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to reach out and go boop, but I knew if I did, I would probably get a misdemeanor for battery or assault, so I had to keep it to my head. But every time I think about it now, I go boop, and Marc is very upset about it.
Yeah, as a DEI specialist, I find nothing wrong with that story. It's not like you making fun of her, something that she can't control about her face or her neural whatever. You were just like, she was doing this little twitch thing, and I thought it was cute, and I wanted to boop her on the nose. Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think so.
Now, if there's pieces that you're leaving out of the story, they're left on the floor, and we're gonna take that as the thing, and we're gonna move on. But this is the new canon for boop.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. It's a Thumper reference. Boop.
Yes. Okay.
That's why I said I was going to tell the water version, but Marc stopped me for some reason.
Marc, I part of the story.
I just want to, let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Okay, so moving on. Let's get into exactly what happened. So we're talking here. We're at Anime Weekend Atlanta. Was it, besides me, was this anybody else's first AWA?
Yeah.
No.
That was you too, Phil?
Oh yeah, first time.
Okay, so
it was my first time as press.
As press. Okay, so I want to, because I think we have a really good panel here tonight, because we've got unique experiences from all of us. So Phil, as someone who is a world traveler, what did you think of this con as your first time for this con?
For this con, it was definitely one of the best experiences I've had. I've heard about AWA as well as Moana Con, because Atlanta has some of the biggest cons in the U.S. So I knew about it, but I never had a chance to go because being a broke college kid, sometimes you can't really afford it, right?
Right.
So finally having the chance, and one of the reasons I did choose Atlanta, besides my job, for those that don't know, I'm an ESL teacher. That's what I did in Korea too. One of the reasons I chose Atlanta is because Atlanta is home to so many these big, amazing conventions, and being around here, going there, finally experiencing it, and not only that, but also going to a convention in this day and age, especially seeing our people out there shining, going out there being their authentic Blerd selves is just such an amazing feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Especially going around seeing all the Black parents who either love the shows as well, or probably just got dragged in, to support their child who loves an anime, but the parents themselves may not be into it, but just showing that support, that they care, that they're showing that interest to, take their weekend to go to those things. It's just one of those amazing feelings I've had in a long time.
I agree. One of the things we actually interviewed someone, was one of the last interviews we did yesterday, and they were talking about feeling, other places where you don't feel included and that they felt included here. And I think just from all the things that I do across Atlanta's like a place for celebration, whether it's Pride or Dragon Con or Juneteenth or what have you, you can come to Atlanta and find your people and have fun with them. And I think that's a special thing. And so, Dana, so we family in here, why don't you tell us what it was like as press for this con?
For press, it was a different experience for me versus being press at other conventions. It was, there they have a team of one that handles press for them. So it is, what is the best way of saying it?
I'm just being messy over here. I'm just making faces at you now. How you gonna say this, Dana?
So a lot of the stuff that we're used to experiencing at other conventions did not come to fruition at this convention for me. And I know there's a changing of the guard for next year for leadership. So I'm hoping next year it will be a better experience for press as far as for coverage, for interviews and such, that you can get a more whole feel of the convention.
Oh, Husky Hill Kage, what's happening?
What's going on, dude?
Boy.
And Unbalanced Minds, I love your entrance. I can totally see that.
I want to say something about the press experience this year. Dana's being very nice, and I respect that, but I am not Dana. We all basically got a free pass to the con this weekend because of how they started their new operations. AWA doesn't cover certain things with the guests anymore, and because of that, the guests stay at their tables. They're not opting to do panels and.
Well, I'm not going to say that it's not anymore. It was just for the guests this year. It's to be determined how it's going to be for next year.
Right. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. But because of that, and how AWA operates, we have to apply for the guests that want to be interviewed. There are only like 8 guests, and I applied for like all 8 guests and didn't get approved for any of them. So I was what else to do?
The 8 guests are the 8 big guests. They have smaller guests and stuff that they had that were like idols and things like that, but 8 big guests that you will know who they are, basically.
He said only but so many interviews got approved, and that was that. So we were left to our own devices, and our devices, we definitely did. Not to say we didn't get any content, because we definitely got a buttload of content, because that opened up the floor for Blerdography and Moana Nui to interview the cosplayers, to interview the con attendees, to interview the vendors, and we have a ton of great footage that I cannot wait to share and show you all. The big one to me in my mind that sticks out is Joy's interview with the Congresswoman after Hotep's panel, and that was unexpected and unplanned. Like, I love moments like that where you just meet someone at the con space and there's such a connection, or because of the conversation that we were having, and we were having a really good conversation about AI and the gig economy, it just opened up an opportunity. So we did an interview with the Congresswoman. And Joy, oh my God, Joy, I love you. It's like you was in my head the entire time, the whole weekend. I didn't have to even think a thought about we should go get that coverage. You was on it, so thank you.
You're very welcome. I had to pay to get in because I only showed up to AWA because we were going to cosplay. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But then they were like, "Hey, you want to do press?" I was like, "Sure," because I like hanging with Dana and Marc. I was like, "Yeah, I'll run around. What you need me to do? Give me a mic." And he gave me a mic, and I had a ball. I had so much fun interviewing because like one of my alternate universe selves is absolutely a talk show host. And so that's the vibe I bring when I'm interviewing people. I'm trying to be, Oprah Winfrey, Kelly Clarkson up in this piece, like just having a good time with my guests, but also asking them stuff that some people don't necessarily ask. So my perspective as both a attendee and press was, to your point, Marc. Yeah, it wasn't a whole lot when we did a previous con. I was in the press room for most of the day, asking good questions. Got to meet Run DMC. Shot my shot, got shot down, but no regrets.
Wait, what?
But I was in there all day. I didn't really get to see the con itself. And this time, I walked around until I got mad. You know how you get your body hurt so much you mad about it. Like I was mad in my feet, mad in my knees by the time it was over. But that we also got to run around and got a lot of good content, and we got some impromptu interviews with people in cosplay, with people at different booths, because there were no restrictions against interviewing somebody at their booth. So I'm just running up on anybody I saw that looked interesting and be like, "Marc, come on, let's get this interview." So we got some really good content that I don't think we would have done otherwise if we had a tight schedule of person after person. So that's my perspective. Now I want to run over to RJ as a vendor and creator. What was this kind of like for you?
Oh man, this was a complete treat. This year in particular, because I had been to AWA for the first time as a vendor last year, and I came back this go round. And I mean, the artist culture is always just very friendly. And I guess this stands out to me as someone who works in the film industry, and I saw how cutthroat they are in the film industry. So when artists come up to you like, "Hey, you want some cheese and crackers?" You're like, "Yes," little things like that. But I had a great experience with the fellow vendors, the fans, and I even had a cosplayer come out. They cosplayed my character. Got to thank you. Yeah, that was very surreal. And
I hope you got a picture of that.
Say it again.
I hope you got a picture of that.
Oh, yes.
I did.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, full picture, interview, everything. And the fans took pictures with her. I actually got a message tonight from a fan who was just like, they told me that their con experience was 10,000 times better because they got to see the character cosplayed. And I was like,
wow.
Oh, that's such an amazing feeling.
Oh, by the way, I actually went by her table and bought one of her books too.
Yes, he did. Thank you for that.
Yes. And I definitely plan to read through all the books I bought while I'm on break.
Speaking of, got it right here. I got my copy too.
I brought my copy with me to Houston. That's going to be one of the things I read while I'm here over the holidays.
Ooh, yes,
So,
let me know what y'all think, and or leave a review on Goodreads, please.
Review on Goodreads. I got you. Okay, so as we delve a little further into chaos, we're going to start with light chaos and jump to Khy. As a cosplayer, what was this like for you?
What is he packing up?
In what? The boob? Okay.
Okay.
As a cosplayer, it's always just you never know what type of cosplays you're gonna see. Like it was I think the most surprising cosplay was literally as we were leaving yesterday, when we did the interview with this cosplayer. She fully I think 90% fully crocheted her cosplay, even her hair. I didn't even notice her hair was crocheted until I was right up on her. I was like, oh, that is amazing. But also just, like I said, you never know what you're going to see. I kept seeing a lot of the same characters going around. There's this game called Hollow Knight, where basically it's just a platformer and you get to be these two little bugs and, you're just fighting off evil together. And I don't know why I kept seeing that one, but I liked all the different ways that people were doing like the helmets and stuff. So, some people did 3D prints, people did EVA foam. So it was just cool to see all the different materials of things that, I could do, for instance, for my cosplays later. I'm like, oh, I can do it this way. Oh, I can do it this way. So it gives you all that knowledge just by walking around. So, yeah.
Right. That's because of the new game Hollow Knight Silk Song came out this year. That's probably why you saw a lot of it. We've been waiting years for that.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah. So,
James, can you bring up that last comment? I want to say something about that. Yes, Unbalanced Minds. I could also listen to Khy read an encyclopedia, a Bible, a dictionary, National Geographic. You need to be in voice acting right now. I told you that the entire weekend.
I promise.
Somebody needs to hire you now.
For real, you can read to my kids at the school too.
Low key, listening to you read the Bible would be hilarious.
I would love to read to children. That's actually one of my goals with my voice acting. That's actually one of my goals with voice acting. I want to be like a kid voice actor. So just voicing for little kids, because little kids love me and I love little kids.
Yeah, also, kids in other anime, because you totally could have been the kid in Spy Family. Her voice.
Oh, Anya, yeah.
Anya.
Okay, so I think we've covered everyone as far as like what the con was like. Now let's talk about some highlights. First impressions, like when you got there, what's the first thing that you remember? Like, oh wow, that when you first rolled up this year.
Thumper.
Thumper.
That was the first thing that happened.
Wait, I'm not the same woman. Now it's just crossed over into what the hell?
Right?
It's light chaos. That's what you wanted.
I did want light chaos. Oh, that's right. You know what? I do still owe you, Supreme Attorney, as a panelist and an attendee and a cosplayer. So like you were kind of, jack of all trades. What was this con like for you?
So my work actually overshadowed everything. So it had me pushing everything back that I normally have done like weeks prior. So for this con, I was actually more tired than usual. I actually decided, let's go do 2 hearings right before you get there. That was stupid.
Yeah.
And one was a murder trial. Good job. And then the second one was a bond hearing. And I was like, let's just do this real quick. It's never really quick, but I decided to go ahead and do it and then just jump to the con. I am an octopus. That's why I like hentai. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh Lord!
What is happening tonight?
What do you mean? I was just
New tape.
I didn't say which one.
Your children present. My sister's here right now. Sorry.
She went straight. I forget the English name of it. Urotsuki Doji. But you know what? I'll leave that there.
It was my first time doing a group cosplay and I loved it. I wish I could do it every single con, because having you guys around, I feel like we got closer just walking around, getting to know each other. I don't care what you meant. I took it how I wanted to. And I had a great time.
Yeah.
At least he was honest. But okay, going back to the Saja Boys group cosplay y'all did, Chef's Kiss. Y'all, like, when y'all did it, y'all literally was like in sync at AWA, pun intended. Because like y'all kept getting stopped for pictures. Everybody loved it. Everybody instantly got who y'all were. And yes, there you go, Saja Boys.
Nice.
But the moment y'all had, and I told y'all I was honest about it, but the moment y'all had at the Black Geek shoot, when y'all were fashionably late to my photo shoot of all things, but it just worked out perfectly. So, and we're gonna talk about that later too.
We were on Demon Time. You're welcome.
You was on CP time. Be honest.
Demon Time. Demon Time comes late. You're welcome.
We were on Demon Time for sure. But it's so much work went into
Demon Time.
That went into this cosplay this weekend, because I mean I think we've all done some level of cosplay before. I'm a little bit more professional at it than some of the rest of us. They might do a little bit more closet side. But the good thing about the Saja Boys, as their daytime persona is, it's pretty simple. You get some jeans, some sneakers, and a shirt and whatnot, you know, and then because it was so popular, you could find those items on Amazon. I need the Abby shirt, I need the romance wig, so on and so forth. But then the evening stuff got real. And so big shout out to Khy, because she was in that room doing cutouts and iron-ons to get the metallic looking, most of this was Khy. You know, and if you check out the detail, like if you look at Genu at the bottom of his robe, you see the patterns at the bottom of the robe. She did that for everybody, and everybody's set up, right? The hats we got off the internet, so you know that is what it is. But the rest of it was great. And I also want to give a shout out to Mystery, which was also the Supreme Attorney, for being in character to the point that it was annoying. Because she was like, I can't see. Move the wig so you can see. She goes, you can't see Mystery's face. You are Angela.
No, I am Mystery.
Exactly.
Mystery Saja.
She was Mystery Saja. She was walking around like this, just holding on to somebody in front of her because she couldn't see.
She was determined.
Only time I moved it is when I met AJ Beckles. I was like, wait, I need everybody to know this is me.
Right. Yeah, she committed. She committed to the role for sure.
I even walked into security and she was very upset with me.
Rethink that one. You don't want to get put out. It doesn't look good for a lawyer to be detained.
I guarantee I'll get out of it.
But to Marc's point, like he was waiting on us and he called for us. And everybody quickly shamed Marc in person for not having watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet.
I'm gonna watch it after the show tonight. Okay.
You say you're gonna watch it
Hey,
today.
you know I love. I just haven't seen the show, the movie either. So.
But he called us the Soldier Boys first. And I think it wasn't until he realized that there was an Abby in the show, similar to the Felix effect for Stray Kids or Sonatalk for ATs. You know, they were like, he was like, Abby. So what is this movie again? What do I need? What is this? What do I need?
Right. They got for Abby because everybody was like, wait, what is this?
Okay, so all of y'all that say y'all haven't seen the movie, you're missing out. If you're a fan of animated movies, like it's not anime, it's more just on the cartoon side. But if you're a fan of animated movies, it's the same people that did Into the Spider-Verse, so the animation is on point. If you like good music, and I'm not even trying to get into the whole K-pop versus R&B thing. It's good music. It's not a musical, but it's good music. Great story, especially if you have younger people, and I'm talking younger as like 30 and under in your life, or if you're one of those people in that age range. There's really good messages about learning to live with all of yourself. And I just thought that was the best thing about the movie, which is one of the reasons I agreed when I got a group chat on Facebook from Khy and Angela, like, hey, you want to be romance? I was like, what? I'm in it. And then we texted about this all day, every day for like the last 2 months. And the other part so here's where I started looking at them silly. Because the other part was we were supposed to do the choreography. And almost every roomie or Saja boys that you see that's doing the cosplay, they got the routines down. We did not practice any of the routines ever.
I told y'all I got arms. I don't have you on legs. I got you on arms though.
Right.
And 16 counts, and that was all you're gonna get from me. 16 counts and swag.
Yeah, the Saja boys are the villains in K-pop Demon Hunters, and that's who we were. But what's funny is one of the other guys that was in line, we were like trying to get some food, and people were walking up to us, and he's like, "Oh, Soldier Boy," and we were like, "No, Saja Boy." They were like, "Wouldn't it be funny though if we did the Soldier Boy as Saja Boys?" So we went up to Blerd over.
Not too late. Did you do it?
Yeah.
We did it immediately.
Oh, nice.
We immediately went inside and did it. There's a video of that'll probably be out sometime soon. I can't remember who recorded it, but somebody's got it.
I think it's on my phone. I didn't put it in the group chat.
I don't know.
I didn't see it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, get them downloads going. But yeah, it was the Saja Boy Superman, exactly. And we had such a good time. People we ran into a lot of roomies that tried to kill us, which they were supposed to. But again, like somebody was like, y'all should go dance with Roomie. I was like, we should not, because you see how she's got elegance and grace.
I know
And
she had flow and everything. I'm just sitting here
she has a whole-
like,
Yeah, I'm not going over there.
No, so then after me, Jinyu, and Baby, we went to a party, and as soon as we walked in our demon wear, they started playing Idol. We were like, no, we cannot do that dance. I am sorry, but we will entertain you, but we will not be doing that dance. Way
Not
too
at
much
all.
choreography, way too much jumping. Absolutely not. But we are here.
So if you've seen the movie, not only was it the choreography in the movie, but
Joy, you look like you was feeling yourself, like in the
Right.
video. Like you believe you was in the band.
I'm going to embody my character. I'm also an actress, so I'm gonna give it to you, right?
And did,
right?
I gotta ask, how long did it take for y'all to practice that?
About 7. It was 4 takes.
There will be a
takes
blooper reel at some point
to try to record. Before that,
one.
so what y'all gotta understand is I used to choreograph for step teams and stuff in my sorority and everything. So I'm used to people that know how to dance, that can take direction. I'll be like, okay, step ball change, 5, 6, 7, 8, pivot, go and 1, ba and ba 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 ba. I'm over here. I'm like, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're up. What the hell? Okay, start over. 5, 6. Why are you going? Okay, start over. Okay, stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. We gonna stop. Don't move your legs. Don't move. Just, you know what? Stand still. Just everybody stand still. Bring this shoulder up. The other shoulder. Now put this. Lord, that was me. I was so in my soul irritated. Because
somebody wants to see the bloopers.
Oh, we will post the bloopers because yes, I love laughing at myself. I'm just like,
that was hilarious.
Not in my head.
Yeah,
I just uploaded the long one to the share folder and the Soldier Boy too, so it's there.
Okay,
but it was too long to put in the group chat.
There, we'll do some clips from like behind the scenes so you can see how ridiculous it all was. There's a whole lot of stop. Everybody listen. Stop. No, don't. And you know, it was just this. This is it. You're all I can think of. That's it, right? We're seeing.
I got the shoulder. But then I got too close to Jinyu and he was messing me up.
No, Jinyu is the leader of Soldier Boys, but the guy that we had playing Jinyu, who looked good in the slow motion walk, but he can't dance.
Oh, just like me. Awesome.
Period. Like,
I mean, I will say, in my defense, I did get fired from drums in band camp.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
Because they said, wow, you're the first person of color that I've ever met that can't keep a beat. And I was like,
not of color.
drums is literally keeping the beat.
Yeah.
Right?
And they were like, you are messing everybody up. I was like, but isn't it fun? Apparently it was not fun. And I got demoted.
Your level of audacity astounds me. You were just, I love how you be like, yeah, I did that. You're welcome. I was like, wow.
And you are. I mean, it was a predominantly Caucasian school, so they assumed that I had it.
They thought she was about to get drum names read and all that.
And then when I did dance class, the lady was like, whoa, you were the first person I could boil water, I'll just burn it.
Can't cook at Korean barbecue.
Right.
No, I can.
She is
just going to be some entertainment with it and a little bit of a fire. That's okay.
She's up to 4 fires now.
Who's counting?
I'm counting.
Everybody knows her name. All the fire departments know her name.
Right. Korean barbecue be like, yeah, Angie's here again. Yeah.
Please do not let her touch the tongs.
I'm so glad that lady came and cooked food for us because, Lord.
If you let me, I could cook for you.
No, absolutely not.
No.
Okay. No. Okay, but
I wouldn't let you near my
salmonella, so you're welcome. At least mine would have been well done.
Damn, not pushing the.
I wouldn't let you bake cookies with me. I'd be like, no, get out of my kitchen. I got this.
Right.
I don't know. Here she come, bruh. Whatever unbalanced minds, it's fine. Here I come.
No.
I need a soju in my hand and a grand welcome.
Nana, all you're doing is sitting there and looking pretty. We got the rest.
Thank you. I come in and you're like, she's here. Yes, I am.
So tell them how you started a fire at a Korean barbecue.
I was cooking. I don't know. I don't know what she speaks of.
You know how? Okay, as a scientist, understand that a fire will break out. You got the fire underneath, but the meat has its own level of moisture, oil, juices, etc., that keep it from being completely dry. You have to charcoal briquette that meat before it catches fire, meaning she must have just forgot that she had food on the grill and left it on there until it reached the internal temperature to where it combusted. And so that's how you
do that a lot.
It had to have been on there 30, 40 minutes.
Well, I just started talking, and then I got so enamored in myself that I'm like, oh, the fire wants to speak too. And here we are, a whole conversation, and I included everybody. You're welcome.
Are you saying that starting a fire was an inclusive thing to do?
Distraction.
Yeah, you know, people like, let her cook. Absolutely not.
No, do not let her cook. Ever. Ever.
Okay,
not physically or metaphorically. Do never let her cook.
Never let her cook.
And I stay cooking. What?
No. So you know what? So we got to get back on track. I'm sorry. We got sidetracked with the Saja Boys thing. There may be some more footage later on if we can pull up some of the bloopers and everything else. But for now, let's get back into the con AWA. So cosplay was fun. That was a lot of fun there. Vendors, I spent 3 times the budget I planned to spend, which surprised me because I was like, I don't really know this con. I don't really come here. Oh, look at that jacket. And next thing you know, I'm out $100. And then I'm trying to support with my rich auntie money. I'm going to get a shirt that says rich auntie money. Because every time I saw somebody that I was like, I believe in their business, I want to at least help them, you know, succeed, be more profitable, break even, whatever. Yeah, let me.
That was me with RJ.
Yeah, 100%.
I even told RJ, I was like, I think I donated to your Kickstarter, but I can't find evidence of that. So let me just get this while I'm standing here.
So let's talk about adult money at AWA for a hot second.
Yes.
Because I think all of us had a budget and we blew that budget and was just like, let's just roll with it. That interview we did at that candy booth, I was gonna spend all my adult money right there, and like all my Korean barbecue money, all my gas money for the week. I was just gonna waste it right there. That bag didn't make it 24 hours in my business once I bought them turtles.
Oh,
you had a pound of fudge in a day?
I'm not surprised.
No, I shared it with people.
How many?
Like three people.
That's a lot. So yeah, I got the rest of my. I'm in Houston now, coming home for Christmas, and I brought the rest of mine in a Ziploc bag in my purse, trying to get it through security, which worked. But I would consider myself a chocolate connoisseur. Like I know what I'm talking about, and their chocolate and their confections are really good. This is the same. If you remember, it's California Coastal Creations, I think. But they were there at Dragon Con and they had like the Black Panther fudge, the Spider-Man fudge, and some other stuff. But I'd had their fudge before, which is good. It's mostly, you know, interesting food colorings and stuff. And they use natural coloring. They don't put like, you know, red dye 40 in it. But their toffee, their almond bark, and these turtles, the pecans taste different. I don't know what they did. I don't know what kind of magic and crack they put in these, but they're beautiful. Like they taste better than fresh pecans, and I don't even know how that's possible. But I will be going back. I will be ordering online. I will be wasting more of my money with them. It was great.
It's not a waste. It's an investment in yourself.
I will find the name of the company, and I'll drop a link in the chat in a second. But so budget. How did everybody else do it when it came to, especially if you were not presenting? How did the rest of y'all?
I did good. I had my budget, and I spent to get my selfie and autograph with the voice actor of Mira. Got that, and then I spent the rest of my budget at RJ's booth. Because I went there and I was like, okay, so what about this? What about that? I was like, I want this. Yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want
Buy her
that.
book now. Buy her book now.
Look, Dana came over to my booth and was just pointing at things, and I was having to like run through my bags, like, okay, this. Great, yay! No, that was it was great. I had some fans who actually brought people back to my table. I had a couple who were like, they would pass by and be like, no, this is the table I told you about. Get something now. Like the peer pressure was like intense.
I did send somebody to your booth to get their manga autographed by you, because I
So did I.
a giveaway at my panel if they knew why Shao Tucker was not going to jail, and I gave away the manga book because I really like your idea.
I heard. Thank you. And I even had my book signing stamp, so people got the special stamp too. So they got the.
Oh, nice.
That's what's up.
Oh, my budget was gift cards, but in my defense, apparently, unless they have a swiper, the gift card thing doesn't work. So I had to go into other means. So my budget, I don't know what happened to it. It was gone. I did way too much.
Yeah. For me, let's just say until payday hits, I'm eating saltwater soup and sugar water for dessert. Like, I am broke. I did set a budget. I budgeted my money for the next few days and thinking, okay, before con, I'm thinking, okay, most I'll probably spend $50 to $100. I went over that. And also, a lot of times I don't regret it because when I go both DragCon, I also went DreamHack, and here as well, my big thing is try to support as many Black vendors as I can. So honestly, I met him at DragonCon. I believe I think it was at DreamHack or DragonCon. So I definitely got that book. I got a bunch. Also Robbie's book too. Definitely a great purchase. I'm glad I did. I bought this card game too. I think it was called Weeb Mania. And let's see, it got like
It actually seems interesting. I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, it was on the I want to say it was on the left side of the vendor hall, like towards the wall. So
I did have fun on the left side of the vendor hall for other reasons.
Right. It was all the way back over there. But yeah, I definitely went over there. And yeah, but again, I'm just glad I still was able to support all the creators that I could too.
Yeah. For me, I didn't really have a budget. I mainly had goals, like, because I knew like the spots I really wanted to see first, which was definitely meeting AJ, voice of Okarun, because I've been wanting to see him for like the past 4 years, and it just seems like every time he came to a con, I was always busy at that con, and I never got the time to sit down and do him. So I was like, he was the first thing I was meeting up to. So then I went to see him, and then I just so happened to be a year where my husband's favorite anime, Chainsaw Man, his voice actor came, so I went to see him, and then literally after that, it was a bad time because I got paid that day, so I was like, go spend whatever.
I mean, as long as the card clears, you didn't ruin your budget.
Exactly. So.
Yo, Hotep, Black Lion and Cubs. Yeah, that series is interesting to me. So what they've done, and they were offering this if you bought the Weeb Mania. Okay, there we go.
It's like a card. I'll say somewhat some of the Cards Against Humanity type of thing.
Okay.
That's why I feel like
that does seem fun.
Yeah, I got the cards, we're gonna play. Oh yes, and of course, Rob, I got your book right here. Is it upside down?
Yeah, it is.
It's upside down.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I got her book. I found one book. Another brother made this called Age of Embers. I bought.
I've heard of that.
Yes, this one. So
I
got
be in on that
original version, and I also got the manga, I believe. Let's see, another comic book I got from a Black artist.
Nice.
I wanted that one too, but I had to get my cousin something for Christmas, so not my cousin, my nephew. So I got him this.
I got that too. That keychain.
Yeah. Oh my god, me too. I spent all my money with RJ, Oh My Senpai, Hotep,
Right.
and 18 plus.
Now there are some non-white folk I will buy from, and this one I knew I had to buy immediately. This poster right here. So this
Oh,
is
Sora.
totally just Sora
Nice.
theme, but this one, if you don't know, is from the Game Boy era game called Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memory. So it's like a
That's the one Kingdom Hearts game I played. Yep.
right. Yeah, so it's like a theme of Smash Bros. Too. I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, yes. Oh, and there's one more. Hold on.
But while he's looking for one more thing, I didn't plan to spend anything. I plan to just walk around because I'm like, I've already done my cons for the year. I don't need nothing else. And like I was like, ooh, I wish I had brought it with me, but it's 85 degrees in Houston, so I didn't need it. But I got a reversible satin lined jacket with a tiger on the back, embroidered with massive. It's
It
like
looks so pretty.
if you look at it one way, it looks like a tiger. Look at it another way, it looks like a food dragon. I was like, yo, I'm loving this. So that was a lot of money. And then I think I bought at least $200 worth of comic books. Again, that puts me at 2,000% over budget because I had planned to spend anything. And then AJ Beckles. I went with Khy just to like walk up there. And then when I realized as we got close, I was like, wait, no, oh yes, that's right. Oh my God. And I was excited because Don is one of my favorite, if not my favorite anime that I can think of right now. And I also know what he went through this year. I was excited. And so I rolled up on him in my full romance Saja look, right? And I told him, I was like, I know this may sound weird and condescending, but I'm old enough to be your mother. So I'm really proud of you, kid. Okay.
Yeah, when I got to meet him, I got super what's it called? When you like lose all your thoughts and whatever.
Emotional?
Yeah, emotional. What was the other one, Joey?
Manic.
Yeah, like I was just like, oh my God, it is him. Oh my God, oh my God. And I want to say what
You
I
crashed out.
You had a fangirl moment.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
I
was
definitely
fangirling. So I actually got really quiet, which is not like me. And he kept trying to talk to me, and I was just like, do you know who you are?
Right.
And I fangirled all the way out.
Copper Coast Confessions.
Yeah, there it is.
That's the name.
But
Yeah, they make
one last thing. I bought like also these fidget spinner kunai knives. Like
I
Ooh.
saw those. I almost bought them, but I didn't want to put my own eye out because I would.
no, like okay, so I bought one on Saturday. I think it's in red, and then I went back Sunday. Like, you know what? Let me get another one. Heck, I should have bought more if I could. And yes, I'm gonna be using this a lot. Can't bring the school with me, but I will definitely use this a lot.
I am so mad because the Wii Mania card game is probably way more than if I would have just found it in the vendor hall.
Right. I paid. I think it was for sale. I paid $25 for it.
Ah.
Yeah. So, man, like I said, we can always play together. So, when y'all want to get in bed, let me know. I got the
Let's get
cards,
together.
drinks.
Oh,
whatever.
for sure. It's too late. I already made that purchase.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
What?
You still manic. Like, you still doing,
That's why I was like, what's that card look like? Got it. It matched up and it will be on its way.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of Dan, I'm like really sad because I didn't get to speak to AJ Beckles at all. But on a side note, did you ever watch Ghost Stories? The
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched that recently and I saw so many similarities between that and Dan. I was like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
you're right.
Dana, we got a question about the background. You want to tell them about it and maybe slide us to the side?
Okay. The background we have behind us, I'm trying to see if there's a way for me to do it without making me. Okay, there it is. It was done by a creator in Hawaii. Moana, our founder of our show, because of the Voyager aspects of both for Africa, Hawaii, and the Caribbean islands and such. We wanted a piece that represented how we're all connected but still separated. And so he drew this for us. So the right representing Africa, have Wakanda and different African nations outlooks. The center is the Polynesian Hawaiian right there. So yes, I have to ask Moana who the artist is, but yes, that's what the piece is. That's right behind us in the background.
It's beautiful.
And where can I buy it on the shirt at?
Right.
I'll ask her.
Or something.
Yeah, because
'Cause he
right
does
now
a lot
I'm
of different
talking right
pieces.
now as you guys keep bringing things up. So yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of people in the comments trying to get some shopping lists together. They asking for links for the King Lion and the Cubs book. So we
It's
need to get
Black
that up.
Lion and Cubs.
Oh
If
yeah,
you-
there you go, Black Lion.
Yeah, Black Lion and
And
Cubs.
Cubs, yes.
If you go to blacklionandcubs.com, it should get it for you.
Oh, and then the Copper Coast Confections, they also have vegan ones too.
Mm-hmm. But I eat all things that have parents. So I'm
Me
fine.
too.
Mhm.
I want to know something was alive before I ate it.
Right. I needed to be missed.
And I
that
am
was
fine
dark.
with eggs. I will eat an aborted fetus.
Right?
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I mean, that's what it is. If you have a chicken omelet, that's like chicken on chicken crime right there.
Exactly.
Think about it. It's generational murder.
It is. Emotional damage.
Right?
Yup.
Emotional damage. I love that.
Speaking of food, what was some of the best food we had at the con? Because you know what? I want to say this. Every convention needs to take the BlerdCon method of how they deal with their food trucks, because the food truck scene at AWA was a little expensive for what you got. I remember BlerdCon, like, yeah, it was a little expensive, but I got full. I had leftovers every single time. This weekend, I was like, I don't even want to try because I'm paying $25 for a burger, and that's it.
I got like chicken fingers and fries, and chicken fingers and tater tots, as a matter of fact, and a drink. And then when I looked at my transaction, $32. The fuck?
Yeah.
I was so mad.
No, same, because I thought it was $23 for both me and Lavender Bunny. It was $23 each. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I started eating before I showed up, and I started bringing snacks like that mango jerky. Mm-hmm.
Right.
see, like the night before, me and Lavender Bunny went to Food Terminal because we had a friend that wasn't staying. So she just picked us up and we ate off site because it was cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But then I will say the restaurant at the hotel wasn't that bad.
I didn't get to go to it. Is that enough?
Oh,
No,
that's
no, real quick.
what happened? What happened, Mark? What's wrong?
Those wings was $50.
Wait, what?
Oh,
What?
Because you ordered the most wings that you could get and thought it was going to be the same price for 6.
She could have said, "Hey, this is $50. You sure you want the big piece? Because otherwise, I would have just like not shared the wings. I have a thing about wings. I usually don't share them, but I was enjoying myself, so I was like, everybody needs to eat and get full.
50 wings. Did I hear that right?
No.
$50.
It was
No.
18 wings. It was the 18-piece wings that cost $50.
And the French fries.
I knew the French fries cost $18. I knew they were truffle fries. I knew that.
Wait,
That
it was
wasn't the
18
issue.
plus 50?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's messed up, bro.
Right there.
I can never. That's too much money. You
Yeah.
have real
Adult
money,
money.
They should have gave you
Adult
some.
money.
It should have
Right.
been infused with weed or something for that price.
right?
Seriously.
If they had been, laced wings, I could understand.
If they
Right.
were laced, it would have been a great night.
It would have been.
No. It was a great night. It was definitely a great night. I don't know if we're gonna talk about all that, but
Yeah,
there was a
let's talk
lot
about
of
that. Let's talk about.
Oh, that's fine. I had gummies and I was eating and sleeping. It was great.
Oh
You
boy.
were eating
Okay.
and sleeping.
Absolutely. I was like, I'm hungry. And I think there's food in front of me. Let me just see what happens. And then I went back to my room and fell asleep.
nah. I think the best food we had was probably when we went off site, because then like it's like Mark says, you get it's expensive as prices for
Mhm.
a small little burger like no bigger than my hand. I'm just like,
Right.
no.
That's a slow.
I know
eating
what
price.
you're talking about real quick. You're talking about that burger truck, right?
Yeah, the smash burger.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think so for the burger and fries, the combo was $25. The burger itself was like $12.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
still,
we had the combos, but still, even 23. But it was like I said, the burger just looked sad. You had the toppings on the side if you didn't want to put the toppings on, but
right.
I don't know. it just looked very sad for $23.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I would say Dragon Con's food trucks are way better for better
Agreed.
pricing, and then you've got the whole, you got that whole America's Mart not thing going on. Not to mention the food court that's downtown. I mean, that whole setup is better, but it's also different. It's a different con. But
Yeah.
the food trucks they had out front, you could have kept that. You
Yeah,
know,
it seems like they were like, use your Uber Eats or go to the hotel because we're
Yeah.
not feeding you for real,
Yeah.
for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of
that's-
snacks in my room though. I bought a ton of ramen.
I wish
Yeah,
I had got
really
some of that
screwed up.
ramen actually. Now that I think
As
about
much
it,
as you were in my room, I'm kind of surprised it was still there. I'm not gonna lie.
good point, fair point. I learned my lesson. Indulge when I can.
I mean, don't go too far.
No, I know that. I don't think I went too far this time.
I
love that
think
you
y'all
think
did
that.
because what Friday I'm dragging Joy. I'm not gonna be there till insert time and then add 3 hours. And then Saturday I ain't gonna make it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I didn't go to bed till 4. I mean 5. I mean 6. I mean 7.
Right. Every time
Right.
you asked him, it changed. Every
Okay.
hours.
And that was the excuse for everything all day. I didn't go to bed till 4:30. What are you looking at me for? I didn't go to bed till 6.
Right.
Look, you know how it is. I didn't even get to sleep till 7, bruh. You knew what you was doing.
Mind you,
All
all of
right.
us are doing the same thing at the same time. I
No,
understand that me and Khy just had to go upstairs to the hotel, but that was your choice for obvious reasons. And then it would have taken you 2-3 hours to get home. So
The
So-
old lady went home and was back the next day. Matter of fact, I just started messing around in the house. I was like, they ain't up. There's no point in me being up there before 10 a.m. because ain't nobody awake. I'm gonna stay in the
and
house
we were not.
and do laundry.
all
We
right,
woke
all
up
right,
at
all right.
7:30. It took a minute to actually wake up for real, for real.
Let me explain. So
Here we
after
go.
we,
She went to bed at 8
after we
a.m.
shot
Here we
Kai's
go.
panel, it was 3 a.m. Right?
Mhm.
I went upstairs, got my stuff, went downstairs, waited on my ride. My ride was supposed to be there at 3:30. She didn't get there till 4:30. That's a different story. I got home. I had to back up my memory cards because I want the footage. I got to charge my gear. That took some time. I had to get some other stuff organized so I can just get up and go the next day. And then I crashed. I crashed so hard
What had
because
happened was
no, I didn't even say that.
you don't
Didn't
have
even
to. You're
say that.
basically saying it. Go on. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
But long story short, I woke up. It was 11:30, and I was like, "We gotta go."
Now, what did you learn?
Get the hotel room.
If you're not going to get the hotel room and other alternatives to have on-site backup capabilities, bring your computer or a laptop or something with you, or get double the materials so that you have all of this and you can put one bag down, pick up the next one.
Yes, in a perfect world, that would have been amazing, but it
And
was
you're gonna
not
do it
perfect.
for next time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
next
I
time.
mean-
But next time I'll be at Blerdkast, so I won't have to worry about it because that's in a whole nother
You
space.
will have to worry about it because
If you're interested in sponsoring,
Right.
Right, for real. You want to sponsor a broke teacher? Please help me out.
Well, you already
Hey,
have
channel
a
membership's still available for $2. You can help me get the Blerdkast for it's $2 a month. Become a channel member.
subscribe and become a channel member for $2 a month, the low, right? Support Black businesses.
Right.
You can just hire me if you get it, in a car accident, and then that'll take care of all the cons.
You
Unbalanced
use car accidents.
Huh?
He's over here.
That's
Unbalanced Minds is in the chat talking about post-con post-con organizational gathering. He's just making jokes in here.
And we're supposed to be talking about AWA. What happened?
Right.
We haven't even got to the cosplay photo shoot yet.
Because we were talking about what happened to you at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 in the morning.
Right. And we can't talk about what happened in the cosplay photo shoot because we were 30 minutes late. So please tell us what happened before
Right.
we got there.
Okay, so the cosplay Black Geeks of Anime Week in Atlanta. That was amazing. I want to just thank you for putting that up. I want to just start off by giving a huge shout out to Blerd team. They were the organizers. They set it up. They had the schedule. They made the graphics. So shout out to Micah. Shout out to Ebony, who did a lot of work on the background. But this year's shoot was amazing. It was like bigger than last year. As you can see, we nearly got that whole Signia staircase taken up to ourselves. So next year it's going to definitely be bigger. We did a special tribute to Squid Kid. That was Blerdover's idea. I started a new tradition. Like, I'm going to take, before we start a shoot, I'm going to take the organizers of the shoot. We're going to walk up the stairs and we're going to just give motivational speeches, and then we're going to start the shoot. So that was a really special moment. This was so much fun. David Samoa from Black Geeks of Dragon Con came out, who was the person who gave me the idea to take all the Black nerd shoots that happen at all the different cons in Atlanta and put them under Black Geeks of this insert con here title. So more about that later next year, but this was amazing. Everybody showed out. Everybody's cosplay was amazing. So Saja Boys, I specifically told y'all when I met y'all, I had a special section for y'all. I'm gonna call y'all out. Y'all come up. And I was getting ready to do that. I did the live action, I did the animation, and then I was like, all right, it's time for Saja Boys. Because I had not seen y'all at all. And it's like the shoot is almost over with at this point. Because I had to end it early because we was doing the tribute. And I had to get to Angie's panel that started immediately after, which I was late for that too. But I started calling y'all, and like everybody was like, who are you talking about? You mean Soldier Boys or Saja Boys? And they was correcting me. And then eventually, like once the stage was cleared, y'all just appeared and just went up on stage and got a standing ovation for it too. I didn't plan none of that.
He accidentally hyped us up because he kept asking, where are the Saja Boys? Where are the Saja Boys? Well, okay, are y'all here yet, Saja Boys? We didn't know any of this because we were not, in fact, there because we were still trying to put on demon pattern makeup in the room because, you know, we sat around too long not getting dressed. I was
working on my panel, you know, the panel that was right after the shoot.
Yeah, she was still working on her panel for the shoot, for right after the shoot. So it was about 2:50 when she started getting dressed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I was putting tattoos on Abby.
Yeah.
You were, yeah.
Yep. And then she got mad and was like, what have y'all been doing this whole time? Everybody's dressed.
No, everybody was not dressed.
Everybody was dressed. They didn't have their tattoos on, but
I just didn't have my tattoos on because I can't see because my dark
contact lenses were sideways.
And yeah, my circle lenses just refuses to stay up. But I was just like, whatever, just walk out there. We'll be good.
So I'm sitting there like just saying things like, you know, it's 2:30. It's 2:45. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. What are we doing? Right.
So we are getting ready.
Now I will claim light skin privilege at this moment because all I had to do was take a purple paint stick and put it on my face and it showed up great. Everybody else had to figure out how to mix the colors and add just the right amount of brightness to go against brown skin. So I will say,
really make it pop. Yeah.
So yeah, I had it easy, and I'm sitting there like it's 3 o'clock. What are we doing? But we finally walked up. It was great, and we had a moment, and everybody was excited to see us.
Yeah.
They thought we looked great, which made us feel better. You know, we did our little poses and stuff. But yeah, we had fun. We had a lot of fun.
I hope somebody caught that on camera though, because the way that everybody greeted us was everything.
I did catch that on camera, actually.
You did?
But you'll see it in the vlog.
Oh, I can't wait.
Light bright power is activated. Yeah.
The light bright power is definitely activated.
And I had a double whammy because when the Saja Boys got off the stage, he's like, okay, 40 and up, back to the stage. I was like, oh, I'm turning back around. And folks was like, one of the Saja Boys is over 40? I was like, yeah, that's right. I'm old as hell and I still look good. Melanin. Yeah. I'm just black enough to not crack.
You got just the right genetics. No, it was great because even before the shoot was over, I think I had to like run to my panel.
Yeah, to run.
And then we looked so good.
Then she did the whole panel with her mystery wig on. So she's up there talking about who do you think is going to jail next? Do they have their hands up?
Right?
Is anybody here? Like, what the hell?
And then I was pointing. They were like, they're to the left. You. But we looked amazing to the point where my co-panelists, who I've known for like over 10 years, didn't know who we were.
Right.
And I had to like go to his face. He was like, "That was you?" I was like, "Oh my god." Yes. And we've been around Kai a lot, and he still didn't recognize who we were. It was great.
That
It
means the
was.
cosplay was really good. So,
Mm-hmm.
I got a question for everybody, since because I don't want it to be, the Chaos Twins are slowly taking over. We got to back up on.
Oh, my bad.
So, question for everybody: depending on what you were at the con for, what would you change for next year? Since there's a changing of the guard, so to speak, what do you hope to see as a change for next year?
Okay, I'll start off first because I know with the biggest impact for this year is AWA was the same weekend as Hallmat, which is a big holiday convention in Florida. A lot of cosplayers go to that, and that was that same weekend. So that really hurt the convention. On the press side, the application process, communication process definitely needs to be improved. And then as far as like interviews, like for being a director for MomoCon, like for this year, we had like over almost 500 outlets covering the convention, but only 10 to 15 of them do interviews. And so when you looked at the outlets that was there for AWA, it's like you don't have that big of an impact, and they could figure out a way that either when the guests are going to the green room for their break or coming back from a panel, they can schedule that time so they don't have to go to their booth and step away from the booth again to do an interview. They could do it while they're away from the booth and then go back to their booth once they're done with everything. So I think the logistics planning of that could be really improved on the experience. And then, the schedule through guidebook, if you use their website, it sucks. Because if I wanted to try to find one particular panel or something, they have to have a way to search. I don't want to sit there and scroll to find whatever it is and find out what room and everything it was. And of course, the biggest complaint, it's been online and everything, is the lobby party. Because this weekend also was the
UNCF ball.
Yeah. And because of that, Signia shut down like the lobby party that was going on Thursday, and then didn't have anything, I think Friday or Saturday possibly. So a lot of attendees who are used to the lobby parties for the 30 years of AWA, it was definitely felt. And that's my feedback. I'm on. Turn it on to someone else.
I'm probably new to this, but I would say one feedback that could be done on the Blerd side of things, there's got to be more announcement, more promotions for like the Blerd photo shoots. Because a lot of times what I did, I went up when I was taking pictures of other black cosplayers. I would tell them, hey, are you guys going to the photo shoot? And a lot of them didn't know about that. So most did make their way to it. Some couldn't make it though. And that's something that happened at Dragon Con too. I would see Blerds out there. I asked the same question, hey, are you guys going to Black Nerd photo shoot? And most of them didn't know about it either until I told them, and they made their way there. So we got to do more messaging about it. I guess maybe because it's possibly, I don't know, maybe because it's so last minute about it that most people didn't even know about it. So maybe in the future when we do these big cons, like let people know in advance, like, hey, we're going to do a Blerd photo shoot, and got to keep advertising, promoting about it every day, let people know about that stuff.
I'll go ahead and take the responsibility for that one. Once they scheduled the shoot, it was a week out from con when they had all the photo shoots scheduled. So Blerd Over and myself were scrambling to create any type of promotional materials. And all of y'all follow me. Y'all know I quickly announced that shoot and kept promoting it as much as I can. But you're right. Like, there were people who showed up to the con who were looking for the photo shoot in the app. Guidebook is such a terrible con app. They couldn't find it. The location is kind of weird and obscure because it's like on the second level of the con, but the first level of the hotel. The Black Fae event, even, because that was like one of the last photo shoots that was happening while we was doing the little interviews in the lobby, and it was right behind us, but nobody could find it, and they had like a low turnout. But I know to do better with the advertising for these things, but the con has to do better about approving these things well ahead of time. I heard from the Atacha car people that they only had like a week to prepare like 20 cars and set up a panel and all this stuff. I heard from other panelists that they didn't get approved until a week out and had to scramble and find their own guest and X, Y, and Z and a bunch of other stuff. So it was a big cluster fuck from every aspect, but I will take my ownership of that part.
All right, but yeah, just heads up though. So when you do these future Blerd events, I'll do my part. Just let me know about it, and then I'll promote as much as I can.
The other thing, part of it, because we, like you said, Dragon Con, that shoot was set up and in the app, and their app is better and all that kind of stuff. But so many young Black nerds, or just Black nerds in general, you just don't expect there to be anything for Black people at a con. And so even the idea of searching, what's in here says Black, you don't expect to find anything, so you don't bother to look. Right. And if you type in Black, you would get Black Gets Dragon Con immediately, but if you don't, even though we love being in these spaces and we like that we are being included and accepting, and we're accepting each other, we still feel like it might not be all for us, or it might not be for us. So I think we all could do a better job of reminding people that we out here. Like, there's going to be some Black stuff. Just search the word Black. You know what? I might suggest that to Jarvis for Dragon Con. Just everything be tagged with Black. So if you want to search for all the Black stuff, you get all the Black parties, all the Black photo shoots, so on and so forth. That would be kind of fun.
They did have a tag that was blurred, because I used
yes,
that
I saw that. I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what I did like that though, again, you said you probably should do more tags like Black, Blerd, African American, something like that.
Right.
It's something,
Oh, and the question we got was, will we ever start our own con? Anybody here want to start their own con? Why or why not?
Okay. Marc and I have talked about this because so many people have said, I need to have a Dana, there needs to be Dana Con. But the thing, and we did an interview, me and Carnell Hawley Pictures interviewed the CEO of AWA. And one of the things was part of my questioning for people to understand is the logistics of a convention is so much. There's a lot of people, and being in the con space, most conventions don't live past 7 years because there's a lot of people with great ideas and passion, but they don't have a team that knows the ins and outs of their jobs. You don't have a person for logistics. And then unless you have sponsors or a significant of like $70K money in your pocket to be able to cover gas, deposits, everything else, it is very hard to do that. Like MomoCon started at Georgia Tech's campus as part of their anime club. They started the convention there and it grew. So a lot of these conventions, even Dragon Con started off as a sci-fi comic kind of thing, and it grew from there. So a lot of times you have to start small and then grow it, but you got to have a great core team and the money, or have people to do in-kind donations, or have guests like Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo that is in March every year. It is a free convention, but they get sponsors, and other parts is guests or things will offset their expenses to support this community convention because it's free to the community. So it's a lot of logistics, a lot of handshaking, networking, and planning that needs to happen. So and there are some conventions for us out there. We have Blerdkast, we got DreamCon, we have Urban.
Not that one. We don't have that.
No,
one.
there's another urban one. It's in California. No, New York, somewhere up there. Urban something convention, and then
Atlantic Comic Con in Baltimore.
Yeah, and then there's Virtuous Con. It's a virtual con. That's in February for that one too. So there's cons out there. It's just not one in every city, every state. But at the same time, a lot of these conventions are fan or volunteer run, and whoever is the con owners, they will all tell you they did this because their love for the fandom, but they are working on this all year long, along with their full-time jobs and everything else they have on a plate. So I'm a director, and I know how much that takes out my plate. It's a whole lot more for a CEO or owner of a convention to handle what they have to do.
Yeah.
I got.
What'd you say,
uh,
Rob?
I was gonna say I got to be part of ShowCon, not this year because it didn't come back this year, but the year before, and that was started by Bob Carter, the guy who does the voice of the character of Mortal Kombat. I remember like just how much that was his first time endeavor, and I remember just how many moving pieces that was. And he's somebody who I think is like really well connected, and because I think he did Dragon Ball, he was in Full Metal Alchemist, all these things. He had a lot of connections. And yet you could still see that there was like a great amount of effort, like Dana described, and a lot of logistics that like if you have one or two or three shaky people within your team, it makes things that much more strenuous for the core person who's organizing. So that, and then also just seeing like team management in general, if you're only as strong as your weakest link. And so if you have one person, like I said before, who is maybe like not as specialized or is a bit less organized or anything, that makes the whole thing topple. So it looks really glamorous, but that's a lot of stress. It's a lot of stress, I can imagine.
I want to just add to what Dana was saying and a little bit to what RJ was saying. The logistics of running a con is a nightmare. The more I do press and kind of get behind the scenes access and get to talk to some of the people that not only the volunteers but the higher ups that actually run the con. And then working with Tony Cade, owner of Atlanta Sci-Fi Fantasy Expo, and being a staff volunteer there this year. Ranger Stop and Pop and seeing how they switch ownership from Karen and the kid to now the new owner. I've learned a lot about how cons are operated. The con that was supposed to happen, the Urban Nerd Con, so much goes into running a con. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the personnel, the right personnel, if you are too stubborn to listen to the free advice that the entire city of Atlanta was trying to give you, your con is going to fail. You need to have your venue locked down so that way you don't have to cancel and reschedule on the day before the con. Your big guests, because without big guests, you're not going to have a headline, if that makes sense, or a main event, the thing that's going to draw people to want to come to your con, or a good team. Fan cons are really good, but fan cons rely a lot on volunteers, people who don't get paid to sit there and have to deal with getting yelled at because of miscommunications. So you have to really have a strong team or a core together. And like Dana said, you have to build. You have to start small and build. All these cons that are big name cons didn't just start big. They all started somewhere. I'm a firm believer in saying this, that the city of Atlanta needs a Black Nerd convention. We were supposed to have that with the Urban Nerd Con. There was another con that was around for about 5 years, but they couldn't make it. Even ASFE, even though it is a Black-owned con, Tony Cade has expressed that he wants to make sure that it's a con for everybody. But we do need a con specifically for us in the city of Atlanta, like a Blerd Con in Alexandria, like a Dream Con in Houston. It only makes sense. Atlanta is like Wakanda. Why don't we have a con for us?
Call it Wakanda.
Wakanda.
Ooh, that's a good idea. But also,
Well, there was a
like,
con that was named that, and it didn't last more than 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
that should be
yeah,
one.
the
I'm honestly
logistics
shocked
shot that down.
Sorry, but no, I'm honestly kind of shocked that Atlanta's never really had, unless it has been, there hasn't been one. Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been one like similar DreamCon or BlerdCon here in Atlanta. Like, you would think that would be the spot for it.
There was another convention. It was like every 2 years that it would go on, but the demands of the convention, the person who owned it had to take a step back because they're also a writer and author along with some other stuff, and they just couldn't do the balance. And I know someone asked, was like they were surprised to hear about Karen not running Ranger Stop and Pop Atlanta anymore, and it's same thing. They tried and they were doing their best with the convention for Karen and Nakia, but the demand on their acting and voice acting schedules, along with convention guest appearances that they're supposed to make, it was very hard, and they decided, hey, we need to find someone else to purchase this con from us, and they did.
That's unfortunate. That's kind of sad.
It is.
Yeah.
Because
We
it
could
sounds
also-
like
It
we
is
just
sad.
can't do it. But it's so weird because we do go to MomoCon, Dragon Con, AWA. There's so many of us, so that's kind of wild.
Now that does bring me up to this. I did see Unbalanced Mind mention like in between cons, are there like any meetups and things like that for us? And I'm not sure where Unbalanced Mind is in this wonderful country called America. Quotations. If you're in Atlanta, Beltline Cosplay, please follow Beltline Cosplay. They religiously do meetups, park photo shoots, trap sushi events, you name it. Usually after every con, they host some kind of after party. I don't remember seeing one for AWA this year, but definitely they do one for like MomoCon. Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo, that's coming up. It's a small con. Please support your small cons, because if you want like a really good, unique, like a con experience, small cons is where to go, because like there's no walls, there's no barriers. It's that guest at their table. Just go for it. Just have that experience. And then like smaller cons are really more community based and more community focused. So you get to meet people who work for the Georgia Game Developers Association, people who do cosplay. I know Cosplay Your Way will be at ASFP this year. All of us will be at ASFP this year. So support your local cons, not just the bigger ones. Support your local community events. I know community centers will hold local events and things like that. Again, bringing up Blerd over, he hosts a convention in Birmingham around after the weekend of MomoCon or something like that. Check out places out of state. Just there are places for us. We're doing things. You might have to travel. You might have to spend some money, but every ounce of support you can give helps the community grow, so we can get to the bigger and better things, like having a BlerdCon in Atlanta.
There was ATL Anime Fest this past year. It was the
Oh
first
yeah,
year
that
for
was that. That's right.
Yeah.
College Collectible Showcase, right?
Right.
Hold on, I think I got something.
And I know somebody said in the comments that they're a little skittish about a Black Con idea. Of course, Supreme Attorney will echo this. We could have a convention centered on the Black experience, like BlerdCon, DreamCon, but we cannot. I know I hear this from people who want to go to BlerdCon and stuff. We cannot keep people who is willing to pay to go, no matter who they are, to the convention. That is illegal.
Yeah, that is discrimination. And BlerdCon and DreamCon don't turn away money. Like everybody is welcome to come.
But you just have 80% is us at those conventions, at least.
Right. Now you just mentioned ATL Anime Fest, right? By what was it called? Trap Sushi? I think that's the group who's doing it.
I don't know who ran it. I know I was in it for my car.
Yeah. Yeah, presented by because I got a flyer from them. I think was it on Friday or Saturday? It was one of those, and they posted it, so it could be something.
Yeah.
It could be a blurred version of that.
The only thing I hated is once you go in, you're not allowed to leave.
Oh wow.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
and we didn't know that. And they only had 2 food trucks, not even one food truck, and a Chick-fil-A pop-up.
What?
Yeah. And so I did absolutely sneak in food. I just pushed it through the fence from Publix, and I went around and got it.
She's a real lawyer, everybody.
And haven't been arrested, everybody.
You know, what we could also do is, we talk about if we did something that they would try to colonize it. Why don't we reverse colonize some of these cons that's already out here and just black them up? We've already got the diversity track at Dragon Con,
Right.
but instead of it being, absolutely inclusive, it can be inclusive and still be deterring. Let's do trap karaoke at Dragon Con, right?
Oh, that would be fun.
That's a good idea.
And then
Now-
that's something we can publicize ahead of time. Hey, buy your ticket to at least Friday at Dragon Con. We're doing trap karaoke.
I know
and then we
exactly
can
what I'm
include-
going to say. WAP.
like before. But then we can include everybody because we can have, anime themes, K-pop songs, as well as trap. Because there's some K-pop songs that straight up sound like trap music anyway.
Yep.
But the vibe of trap karaoke could be there, and we could be like, and that'll be the thing we do at Dragon Con. We could do more photo shoots. We don't have to have just one. Or we can get, well, we probably do have to have just one, but there's some. I'm just thinking of some things that we can do to expand on the quote unquote diversity track. 'Cause everybody knows that's Black people.
Trapioke.
Yeah.
I really, can you host that, Joy? I really want that to happen.
Okay.
Trapioke.
I was already planning on
Trapioke.
submitting a couple of panels to the diversity track anyway, and so I'm going to see if I can get that done. And then if it gets approved, then I'm going to need some help with music and all that kind of stuff. But
I got you. I got you.
I don't trust you. No.
Um,
Oh my God! If you can't hang out with Supreme Attorney, who can you hang out with?
mm, 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 mm.
I want to dress up
Joy,
like that.
speaking of reverse colonizing cons, I'm gonna bring up MomoCon because MomoCon technically is the unofficial Black con in Atlanta. If you've gone to MomoCon the last couple of years, we have been taking over MomoCon. Respectfully.
When I went, I thought it was Black. That's all I saw up in there.
Really?
I'm still offended they didn't approve my panel, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because Black people just move differently. There's things that we are, regardless of your level of nerddom or level of like hoodom, whatever your Blackdom is, you recognize other facets of Black life when you see it. And so it doesn't faze us to hear people yelling in the hallway. It doesn't faze us to be twerking in the corner. It doesn't faze us to do those kind of things. But some people are like, oh, clutch the pearls. Like, yo, y'all. But then they want to come over there.
Like, grow up. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I still find it so fascinating that the world loves blurred Black culture as long as it ain't us in it, it's them. I find that so fascinating.
I could talk for another 3 hours about that, but I don't want to. But
Oh my God, let's talk about my favorite subject, me. So my panel was amazing, and I didn't see it, but somebody took a picture of it, and there was like standing room only for my panel, and I am shocked because I don't think we've ever had that many people. And there were
Your panel was deep.
It was. When I did this one time, I was like, oh my God. And then I went back to character. So that was really shocking. We didn't even talk about Shao Tucker, so go me. So now that we're done with my favorite subject, we can move on.
Okay, thank you.
Oh wait, back to me. So I did build my car there.
Oh yeah. Show the car pictures. There's a ton of those.
All Might is going to jail. He's a whole terrorist.
All Might is a terrorist.
Yes. How are you going to let a little kid eat your hair knowing that All For One is going to come after you? That's a
terrorist.
Because he literally knew that All For One was going to go after this kid because anybody who has that power.
So that's child endangerment, but that's not a terrorist.
He is a terrorist. Right. Yes, because he brought a terrorist straight to Deku's door.
That's not a terrorist, though.
How is it not? He was causing terror.
So the other guy's a terrorist.
Yeah. But All Might brought the terrorist to his door. So, I mean, he's terrorist adjacent. Is that better?
Terrorizing. How about that?
Okay, he's terrorizing.
He endangered children. He is child endangering person.
Yeah, as a whole terrorist.
Right.
He was helping the terrorists win because he was like,
he was
not an adult. We're going to get a child to protect it.
Yes, we were trying to pull up the car.
Not James talking about stop. I mean, is there any ever stopping me?
No.
So, Angie, tell me about the experience of having your car in the Itachi Car Show at AWA, because you had to actually drive in position and drive out. And I heard you got tagged. Somebody tagged you while your car was in the car show. Let's talk about that.
So somebody was trolling some of the cars, and I don't know how they picked it, but certain cars, they slapped a sticker on it that said Georgia EPT. So I had a food stamp on my car.
So if you how can I phrase this? If you know what the Georgia EBT car looks like, is green with the peach and has Georgia on it. Yeah, it was that stamped underneath their car. And my mind went there, obviously, but after she explained it, I was like, oh, so this just happened to everybody randomly. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if I was only targeted, I probably would have had another crash out. But because a lot of other people were targeted, I was like, okay, whatever. And then I was like, some people are going to keep it on their car. And I was like, I don't think people want an attorney that is on food stamps. So I'm not going to keep it on my car.
No.
That's not a good look. So I showed my husband. He got pissed and he took it off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
James
Well, I
can
was
pull
about
up
to
the
take it
car
off when I
because it's
saw
saying
it.
there's an issue with the file when I was trying to pull up the photo of the car.
Oh, really? I mean, I have several. Yeah, and then pulling up beforehand, apparently we did it wrong.
Are there any pictures of the Saja boys? Because we took pictures with the car, and I think I put those in the Google sheet that you sent me, Mark. So
Okay.
you took the car that way because the Saja boys took a picture around it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so driving in was interesting because we didn't get my attorney is on food stamps. She is absolutely not, because she does those car accidents and criminal law. She does an amazing job. So no. So driving in, it was I'm not putting that on a shirt.
I would definitely do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I play Ace Attorney. I know he's a boy starving.
No, Ace Attorney, sure. Supreme Attorney, never. So,
Right.
so we came into in groups or whatever of 3 and 4 at a time, and 15 of us didn't get the memo that you were supposed to go to this other site, get a badge, and then come into the place. We just kind of got lost and found it. And security was like, no, stop. We were like, what's going on? She's like, where are you guys going? The con. And all of us have these cars that are decorated. So we're like, the con. She's like, are you dropping off? We're dropping off the car. Like, it was so confusing. So I think after a while, she was just frustrated with us. And she just opened the gate. So the last 5, they actually had to go to the construction site, whatever, get a badge, and then come back in.
Wow.
And then I found out the reason my Tesla can never be in there is because they have to hire somebody for $75 an hour to sit with the car the whole time of the con.
Wow.
Why? Because it's a Tesla?
Yeah, because it's an EV. It's an EV. Apparently, it's going to blow up, so they need somebody there because gas is not going to blow up. A battery will.
Okay.
Yeah.
The car's gonna be off. Like what? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Even though I know with the electric fires, you have to let it just kind of burn out, and I get that, but even if it was whatever, it's stupid. Whatever. And I know they have a special type of fire extinguisher just for battery type of fires, but they don't allow it. So we got the Genesis wrap. So it was fun.
EJ, I see you asking about light bright abilities, and you did ask earlier what is the full set of light bright powers. So as we continue to filibuster while we're looking for these pictures, I will tell you light bright power. So power number 1, being invisible in white spaces. That is a power. It is one of those things where they forget that you are black. Oh yeah, thank you. Great. I don't want to do that for too long.
So basically, if Marc would have driven the car into the con, like the Tesla, they'd been like, you know what? Not a problem.
Yeah, because you're so dark.
I'm not like Marc.
So
oh my God, it's a picture of me on the hood. What? Who's that girl?
Oh, so cute.
It's me.
Adorable.
Yeah, I really love
I remember that character in Ace Attorney. Is that a new one?
She is there. She is her. It is me. God. And then today when I was running errands around the Mall of Georgia, about 4 people followed us and were yelling from their car, "We saw you at AWA!"
Oh,
They were like, "If we get in a car accident, I want you. I trust you. I don't trust any other attorney."
Nice.
I told you, as soon as they find out your lawyer is a nerd, they're gonna just give you their business because of that.
Mm-hmm.
I was right.
That's fact. So it's just interesting because with the Tokyo Gold Tesla, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I love the car." But with this one, they get excited because they're like, "Oh my God," they just know, like, you have to be the attorney. Well, yeah, it is my face.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. So it was actually really, really, I am the main character. Yes, I am.
Basically.
You are
clocked
overflowing
it.
with
You
main
clocked
character
it.
energy for sure. Like at this point, the rest of us are just watching you.
As
Yeah.
you should. So I don't know if I'm gonna go to AWA next year. I'm still trying to decide. But if management is changing, I don't know. It's just weird. It was just a weird feeling overall. I had a good time because at least I was with my friends. I got to know some people. But I'm an actual attorney. Absolutely. I was on one of the most famous trials
Now,
in Georgia.
I don't know if all management, but the management that's over press for
Yeah.
AWA is changing.
Okay.
Okay.
mm.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like, I'm up in the air about it.
I'm going to pause you for a second because the question 15 minutes ago was, what would you change if depending on, and we never heard from everybody else. So,
I didn't even say
15
anything.
minutes ago. That was like an hour ago.
like as a vendor, what would you change about the con?
You know, this is a hard question for me because I spend so much time kind of prepping my merchandise. Like this year was the first, just to give you background, this was the first year that I did vendor events entirely all year. I think I did 36 vendor events and cons altogether.
Wow.
And I think I've focused so much on, like, regardless of where I go, what I have, if it's compelling enough, whatever they do right or they don't do right, if people see my stuff, they want to buy it, that's what matters. And so I say that to say, I kind of went in and kind of just had my head in the sand and was just like pitching a full sales. So I wasn't really paying attention to things that were like wrong. If I noticed anything subconsciously, I kind of just adjusted and did what I needed to work around it. So that's probably not a helpful answer, but I didn't really.
I do want to expand on what you're saying though, because as I was going through, you know, I'm reckless with my money sometimes. And so I'm looking at some things and I'm thinking things are cute. And I'm looking at vendors just kind of look at me and do nothing. One girl, I walked by and she had some really cute keychains and I was looking at them and I stopped at the booth to take a look at them. And the entire time I stood there, she was
I've seen that a lot
just
too.
on her phone. And I literally thought to myself, you don't deserve my money. Because you have no customer service. Not even a hi, or can I help you, or are you interested in anything? Just on her phone, I guess, waiting on me to say, can I buy this? And guess what? I won't. I will not. Right. There was a few booths like that. Then there's some people that know how to sell and some people that don't. And then there's some people that don't even try. So it's like 3 levels. Know how to sell though, that damn Red, who is the sales for Black Lion and Cubs. Red could sell ice to an Eskimo or he can sell ice to a Native Alaskan. Right.
The fact that he let us try like the game on the spot made me want to buy it.
Agree.
If I would have just picked it up, I probably wouldn't have bought it because I was like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, they had a Black Lion and Cubs card game, and it's not necessarily like Cards Against Humanity because it's not like negative or dark humor. It's like
Icebreaker. It was an icebreaker.
Like when's the last time you saw somebody that you missed or something, or like, you know, where do you want to go with your family, stuff like that. So you're able to have conversation, especially in today's society where so many people lack conversational skills. It's a great way to do that. And it's all family friendly. But dude sold all of us $60 worth of stuff a piece.
Sure
He did. And as soon as I bought it, I tried to play it in the hotel room, but the people that we were playing with were like, this is too personal. I'm not
I
playing
know, they
this.
were lame. I was like,
It was so weird. I was like, and so me and Lavender Betty were like, cool, we're gonna leave now, enjoy our room. And we just left them.
A shame.
Because we had a good time playing it with you, Joy. So since we had a good time playing it with you, to not have a good time playing with other people, it was weird.
It was, you know, because my life is an open book. But Phil, I'm not going to ask you that question because it's your first con or your first AWA. But for you, how did it compare to some of the other cons? You know what? We'll come back to him. I just realized he's not necessarily there.
Here he
I'm
comes.
here. Sorry, trying to plug in my laptop.
Mm.
But yes, go ahead.
So for you, even though this is your first con, we're asking like, what would you change? Is there anything that you thought, I wish they did this better, while you were there?
I say, I don't know, maybe possible more other food trucks. I feel for more food trucks for that one. I would say some of the vendors, like everybody already said already, like you can tell, like you said, Joy, some people when you walk by, I came up was like, hi, how can I help you? Like some people had great customer service, like Robbie, she knew what she was doing. She was ready to go. Others were just straight on their phone or on the switches the whole time. Like even when I saw people literally, while I was walking through, right, I would see people, actually at the table at the booth, and the vendors still on their phones or on their switches. So I was like, bruh. And for me, that was like a lesson because I'm trying to get a table to sell my books in the future too. Like I'm looking around, see what to do, what not to do. Even though I'm a shy person too, I'm like, hey, when I do get a table, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be on my phone the whole time. Music gonna be playing. I'll have some music there. But I'm gonna make sure I don't do what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was a vendor who they were selling chips and they had a sample, so anybody could try a sample of their chips, which is, I think, a good idea. Because I know a lot of people don't let you try things. I really like that. I wanted to go back, but I forgot.
That's true. I bought one of the tea bags too. There's a tea vendor too.
Oh, so. Yeah.
And they had the samples too, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I did like the samples because it did make me want to buy things.
Yeah, it's and I saw somebody say a lot of cats at these places are socially awkward. I'm not gonna let them get away with that because if you made a product to sell, you should have a plan on how to sell it. If you are yourself socially awkward, get one of your every introvert has an extrovert friend that won't leave them alone. Get that extrovert friend to be your salesperson, right?
Exactly, because I'm an introvert, so I have an extrovert help me all the time.
Right, and I'm an introvert, but I'm also a salesperson. I have accidentally sold stuff for people just from standing there talking about it with other people that walk up. Yeah, so you can find someone that knows how to move products, right? If you're there for that, and if you're there with something that you have a passion for, like if you're just selling, stickers that you yourself got from AliExpress, you probably don't have a lot of skin in the game. But if you're doing something that is your art, your passion, your heart, then you should want to tell everybody about it all the time.
Yep.
And that should be bringing people that energy of, I'm so proud of what I made, like RJ should be bringing people to your booth. We could barely get her interview done because folks was lined up. I was like, we stopping business. She's trying to make money. Let's hurry this up,
Yeah, we was holding you up from progress. I'm sorry.
I know we stopped by
RJ. She has stickers. See? Stickers. She's got stickers, y'all. So if you want stickers, she got stickers.
Yeah, and she has keychains too, because I got some
keychains, magnets. I bought it.
Yes, I kept the magnets. I will give away one.
Yep.
Yeah,
keychain. Look at that keychain.
And the package too. I think I want to get the package, so I'll admit to that.
And then next year I'm gonna have some candies.
You got some what?
Candies.
Candies.
Yes, she committed perjury. Right under oath.
I don't know what he's talking about. I have no clue what he's talking about. It's fine.
I would say there's so many good ones, but definitely I would say my favorite non-black cosplayer was okay, this is a throwback. Have you seen, if you remember the show, The Amanda Show on Nickelodeon?
Yep.
Yes.
One of the characters, what's her name? Penelope. Yes. Did AmandaPlease.com.
Yes.
This one more girl did. I'm like, number one for sure. And then my other favorite one was this guy who was cosplaying Luffy. He had an inflatable going Mary.
I saw him.
Which was pretty good, though.
I
but
saw
for sure.
Has-Been
For
Hotel.
Blerd cosplay, my number one pick was Seto Kaiba.
That was my favorite. I gave him my best cosplay of the AWA award.
My favorite was Pimp Named Slipback.
Oh, yeah, Pimp Named Slipback.
Oh, yes. Him and I don't know the character's name. Y'all probably know him. It's from Gachi Yakuta. He has the really long brown dreads. And we actually talked to them while we were at the Black Geese photo shoot. And And so we were like, "How did you do your hair?" Because his hair was actually made of like felt. And he was like, "My mom sewed it for me, and then I just added the decorations myself." And I was like, it was so neat and beautiful. It was just amazing. That was my favorite. And I kept seeing him around the con. I was like, "Yay, there he goes again."
He did look really good.
Oh, another one I like was the Powerpuff Girls. I saw a group of black women dressed as Powerpuff Girls and Princess.
Oh, I did not see that.
Really
My favorite cosplay was the Soldier Boys because we killed it. Yes.
Yeah, y'all did. Y'all did.
Darth Vader Samurai. That was actually.
Oh
really
yeah, yes.
Oh, my bestie, one of my friends
as
did that.
Eggman. That was fire.
I know who that was.
Yeah, big shout out to Komi-kun cosplay. You killed it with that Darth Vader samurai look.
Right, but my other favorite one I saw was this couple. One was cosplaying as Levi, but as a Christmas themed elf, which was pretty good.
I missed that.
I saw someone dressed as Tengen Uzui, but like Christmas themed. I like that.
That's cute.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who else did I see that I actually liked?
I know the next thing
he
on
was
your
at
mouth should be
the
Soldier
Black
Boys.
Geeks photo shoot, but I saw him at one of the panels. It was a black cosplay. He was dressed as Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, and he had the whole look. He even, if you told him to pose, he had the spirit gun, and it lit up the light and everything.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay.
I didn't see.
Oh, we gotta find a picture of that one. I know that was in the
I have a picture of the Yusuke. Hold on, let me find it.
My other favorite one was
you follow the Blerd Explorer. He's got all that. You put up a lot of those pictures on your.
Yeah, and also I got another one. The Grinch, this black couple. One was playing This one brother's cosplaying as Jim Carrey's Grinch. That was really good.
Right, and his wife was like an elf or something, right?
Something like that. Yeah. The love interest
for Mrs. Claus. Mm-hmm.
Who else did I see? But yeah, those are really good. I definitely see a lot of My Hero Academia too, for sure.
Yeah. And someone else was really committed to the cosplay. You know, they got exploding grenade arm things for Kashin. I saw. I can't never remember her name, but pink floaty girl.
Uraka.
Yes. Yeah. I saw somebody with her entire like hoof-shaped boot, and I was like, "That's a whole lot of 3D printing right there." Like it was good. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah,
I know him.
I did see him.
We saw him when we went to see Tony Weaver. I saw him
what
like
it is. Okay. I was like, I know I saw him. Okay. I didn't know he had the spirit gun though.
I didn't know he had it either.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wait. So everyone got pictures of Tony Weaver?
Not me.
I got a picture of him.
I did.
So fun fact. CCS, they had Artist Appreciation Day, and I was there, and the vendors I was with were talking, and they said, "Oh, there's an influencer here. It'd be so cool if he came by our table." And they all like dispersed, and I was there at my table by myself. And who comes walking by? Tony Weaver. And of course, I recognized him. I was like, "I know you from Instagram," and he was like, "I'm so sorry about that." And I was like,
"He's so sweet."
I was like, "You want a picture?" He said, "Yeah." So we take a picture. And as he walks away, someone walks up to my table, and I do a little card transaction with my phone. Unbeknownst to me, I delete the picture that I took with him. So then everyone, and they're just like, I'm like, "Hey, Tony Weaver was just here," and I'm like looking through my phone, and I can't find the picture. And I saw him at AWA, and he was like, "Oh, it's you again." I said, "Yeah." So we just like waved to each other. He just, but I don't.
You got to get another picture with him.
Yeah,
you can totally do it.
For sure.
He is so oblivious to how famous he is. He's like, he doesn't realize that everybody knows him. Like he was just standing outside, with everybody else, with all of us peasants, right? Like, hey. And I took a picture with him, people taking selfies. He's like, "Sure," and everything is fine. And I was like, "Can I give you a hug?" He's like, "Yes." So I gave him a hug and everything. And I'm like, "You should have security. I should not have been able to get that close to you."
He's not standoffish at all.
No, he's really sweet.
And that was really cool because I know sometimes it's kind of like, why are you talking to him? Like, oh, my bad.
Right. I saw the legendary couple Afro Cocoa Puffs and Six Kage.
I saw her, and then my brain like I saw her, and then my brain like blinked. I know who you are, but your name is not coming up in my brain right now. But
Right. I'm like, I saw him like, wait, I know these two from somewhere. And you're right. So after I took the picture, I'm like, wait, oh shit, that's them.
So I forgot where I was going. I was going up the escalator to the second level, and out the corner of my eye, I see Six trying to sneak up behind me. So he snuck up behind me and took my hand and like squeezed my hand, and I just like looked at him like, bro, I saw you running from the dance, from the Blerd Herbal Table dancing to come up and do this. So yeah, that was dope. But shout out to Afro Cocoa Puffs and Six Rakage 6. Congratulations on the nuptials over the summer.
Yes.
Cosplay
Miss
loyalty
Anata
right there.
isn't black.
Yes. Bang, and I
That
used
is my
the bang
song.
it on the counter reference too in the photo shoot. I was
Yeah,
like,
the
if you
bang it on the counter.
if you got dried up seasonings in your cabinet and you gotta bang it on the counter, get up on the stage, and everybody started laughing. So shout out to them.
You guys use seasoning?
You don't cook.
I'm
so
just
you
kidding.
You don't cook,
understand.
Get out.
She's instigating. Don't listen to her. Don't let it to you.
I'm just kidding.
She
Or
was
am
just
I?
set it on fire. I haven't seen nobody set seasoning on fire before.
You know what? Balance Brian, that's a good point. I like that too. Like I respect people who like, yeah, they don't realize they're a celebrity and don't let it get to their heads.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good folks.
You know,
Dana
if you just
James.
go ahead and start a fire, you don't need the seasoning because the fire will season it to perfection.
No, because I was there for that.
Yes.
I was there for that.
Yes.
Lulu was strong with this one.
Dana, could you pull up the Renee video that she shot from the Black Geek shoot? The chant Black Cosplayers Rock.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
I love that chant. It's so great. That's my favorite part. That's honestly my favorite part. Whenever I go to it, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it my thing, like Lee from Dr. Lost.
Where is it under?
It should be on. It should be
Is it
in
under
Lavender
your folder or
Bunny's.
my folder?
It should be in Lavender Bunny's folder.
Okay.
Because I had downloaded it and just put them all up there together. But I'm trying to get it to be my thing because Dr. Lost Photo Lab, he has Black Heroes Matter. Some other people have their thing, so I'm trying to get Black Cosplayers Rock on beat.
Which video is it? Because there's 5 videos from the photo shoot. Which one is it from Renee?
That one I'm not sure. Hold on, let me
We'll
double
watch
check.
whatever one you pull up.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I'll pull that one. I'll pull up one of
Should
them.
be about
Hopefully
30
it's the one she's
seconds long.
looking for. We'll
But yeah,
see.
that whole on beat thing is a struggle.
It is.
I think we have traded a little bit of intelligence and like genius, and the trade-off was a little bit of rhythm. So we're smarter, but maybe not as rhythmical. I
That's
don't know.
not funny. That is not funny.
Black Geeks of AWA isn't inclusive.
We are inclusive. That much is true.
So yeah, there were people that were behind me. It was like, oh, we don't want to intrude on the Black cosplayers doing their thing. And I was like, if you don't get your backside up there on that stage and
Right.
get your picture taken.
Right, because even if you weren't in cosplay at the moment, you Black, so
Right.
you halfway there. Get up in the picture.
Right.
Even if you just had on a T-shirt that said, I don't know, anime, whatever. Get in here.
So when you do this next time, Marc, I'm gonna have to be there so I can jump in.
I
Absolutely.
was really hoping you were going to be there because I was going to shout you out. Like I shout out everybody that I could when I was seeing them. It was so chaotic in the middle of that. A lot was going on in that 45 minutes we was doing that photo shoot.
Well, it was only 15 minutes for us.
I've
I'm gonna
already
try to
said my
pull up
piece
another
about
video from the photo
Stare at
shoot.
her and shame her. Just blink. Just give it a solid blink.
You're on the right. You're the flag bearer. We choose you.
Right here. Yeah, flag bearer.
You're the chosen one.
All right. Down. Yeah, y'all need to be up on stage. That's you.
Yeah, so it's that crowd, except they're saying black cosplayers rock. Black, imagine that. Imagine those people on like a 1.5 beat, because it'd be like black cosplayers rock, and you would hear like this extra clap every now and then, like, who is that?
That's what happened when I did it at MomoCon, when we did the Black Geek Shoot outside, and everybody was just like, just could not get it. So when we did it inside the next day with Micah's group, he was like, no, we're doing it church. He had to clap on beat, and we just had to go with it.
I mean, I could keep the beat. What was that look for?
No, you can't. This out. You
Right.
both
Thank
can't.
you. Thank you, Phil.
You lying to say you lying to us. No.
We're taking that.
I was just trying to volunteer my
cooking, on beat.
services.
It's okay. We all got weaknesses.
I don't have any weaknesses. What?
Okay. EJ said he'll watch all 5. Like, he just wants to see. You know, the more you play, the more chance you have of it being the right one, because you know you're down to 1 out of 3
Right.
at the moment. So give it one more shot. Put it all on red. See if we get all in. Go all in.
This show is so well organized.
Yes, you can keep something.
A beat. I know.
Mhm.
There we go.
We were all on beat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
but
was
it was
nice
you in
to
the
help.
back. You gotta be in the
That
back
was, that
here.
was on beat.
Was it though?
It was.
The music teacher
Are you
and
supposed
heard the
Fuck you,
slight.
boys. Like,
Thank you, Robbie. The slight look. Right, it was somebody in there was a little early.
I'm sure it was probably me. I don't even care. And I was probably the loudest with it too. I do whatever.
Probably.
Now,
I
Phil,
never
who
said I
are you
could-
cosplaying during the shoot?
the best house in the world, Hufflepuff house, man, for Harry
That's
Potter.
right.
We very
I
much
love
do.
when, I love when Black people
And you
got a
missed it.
hold
Oh,
of
Lord.
Hogwarts and all decided collectively that we were either going to be Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. And Ravenclaw because that Claw song was out, and then Hufflepuff because, you know, and so we are so unserious as a people. It's really kind of awesome when you think about it, because despite when you're born and whatever level of, you know, acquisition or privilege you might be born into, because we have achieved more than our parents, blah, blah, blah. There's still a lot of pain and suffering that goes along with being a Black person in the United States. And still we rise, right? And still, we're still right here like, yo, Black cosplayers rock, you know. And again, we recognize immediately the tragedy that had befallen the cosplay community. But at the same time, we're going to celebrate being here. We're going to celebrate being everywhere, right? You can't stop us. You've been trying to stop us for 400 years, and it don't work. You know, they say if you can't beat them, join them, but you can't do what I do, and you can't do it how I do it. So, you know, keep that to yourself because you suck at it. And that's why you're mad. That's why you're really mad. You're jealous.
Right. You're just jealous that our natural hair can pull off cosplays better than now they can.
Right. You know how much hairspray it would take somebody else to just do this?
Yeah.
Right. I woke up like this.
No, same.
I woke up like this. Right.
And I know we did an interview about this, though, but I definitely believe that for any Black cosplayers who listen to this, keep going, keep doing it, because representation matters. Because it may not seem, you may not get the views for the, you know, the traction you might get online, but there's going to be that one little Black boy, little Black girl who sees a Black man, woman being cosplaying a character they may or may not recognize, but just seeing that the fact there's an actual grown Black person cosplaying, they feel like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I feel that representation.
Mm-hmm.
And that it gives them inspired that, hey, I can do it someday too.
Right. Right. Like Congressman Nikita Williams.
Yeah.
Like Congressman Nikita Williams was there, and she was there because of her son, who was a big anime fan. He had to be maybe 8 or 9 years old. And he leaned over because she said this on the mic. He leaned over to her at one point. He's like, "Mommy, I'm sitting behind Naruto," because Naruto is his favorite anime. But now, and then seeing all of people looking like him dressed up, I'm sure he's going to want to cosplay when he gets older. And there was a moment I do want to bring up when we were in the elevator at the Insignia Hotel, and there were some bougie Black people in there for the UNCF thing or whatever. And we're all over we're daytime sizes. We got on like the jeans, the shirts, the wigs, and everything. And this woman tried to flex on us and got her ass handed to her. It was great. It was a great moment. So she's like, "So what is going on over there?" And it was very like condescending question. Mm-hmm. And she's like, "Y'all having fun?" And she little thing. And so I said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, we just finished watching part 2 of a short film that was premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival. It was really interesting. It was one of Whoopi Goldberg's favorites." And she's like, "Oh yeah, I saw the animation stuff, right?" And we were like, "Yeah." I said, "It's more than just dress up. There's a lot of stuff going on over there." She goes, "Yeah, I've been to Japan once, and they do a lot of the animation." I was like, "Yeah."
What did he do?
Like Phil is in the element. He's like, "Oh yeah, I used to teach in Korea," and he's like, "Yeah, I've been all over the world." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to Korea next year to do a paper on comparisons of cultures." So yeah, because she really thought she was going to impress us saying she's been to Japan. Bitch, do you know who we are?
Right.
Been to Japan.
I'm
Already
sorry,
been there.
mistaken identity because you don't know who you talking to.
And I was boiling, so I actually got really quiet.
Yeah,
you did.
She was hot.
I was very pissed.
Right.
Because I'm used to getting that condescending tone whenever I talk to anybody in the legal world about, AWA, MomoCon, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're always like, "Your panel seems so stupid." Okay, but it still gets packed out, so I guess go off.
Right. More than came to your little talk, right?
Right. But I didn't see your CLEs being booked out like that, but okay.
So I just want to say everybody can get this smoke, even if you are African American. And I believe that she and I are in the same age range. You just mad because your feet hurt and mine don't.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She thought she was bigger than the program.
Right. It's funny enough. I actually made a TikTok video earlier today using a clip from Sinners where Sam was talking to his cousin. Is like for a few hours we were free. Do you feel that way? And it's like, and that's how I kind of made that change the text, right? But I said like for a few hours, our people, fellow Blurs, we were free. We got a chance to be authentic, fun selves, even though sometimes our own people, other Black Americans, still look down on us. This is one of the few times, like going to these conventions, like we can be our actual selves. We ain't gotta be nothing. And even though the white cosplayers, some of them be hating on us, be jealous because we got actual seasoning to our cosplays.
Right.
It's just that one of those few moments that's like we're free. And again, and shout out to you, Marc, for putting me onto this because of him. It just means other Black cosplayers like Dragon Con. Going to Dragon Con, going to that Black Nerd photo shoot, that Blerd photo shoot, really inspired me the most to get into cosplay. Because again, the representation. And I say this a lot, and I said this in my previous other con videos with DreamHack and Dragon Con. I will say this again tomorrow in my next video. Even though some of my family members and friends think I'm crazy for coming back to America doing these crazy ass times, and rightfully so. But it's just, and I tell them this is why I came back, because are there other blurs in Korea and Japan? Absolutely, but the difference is over there you don't know who's staying or who's going. Whereas say here, when I go to Dragon Con, AWA, or any other future cons, it's like a big old family reunion, right? For the weekend, I can see all my cousins, right? And then we just go home like, "Hey, love you. See you at the next one," right? And that's like community aspect. Like I can't get that overseas. Can I get it? Yes, but over there,
it's not the same.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
We got some comments from Unbalanced Minds in here that said, I'm going to cosplay as a wrestler once I get sexy, which could be like in a century. Do me a favor, Dana, pull back up the Saja Boys picture of us, if you will. Either that or the video. Because what I want you to see is me, right? I am playing a K-pop idol. The average weight of a K-pop idol is somewhere between 130 and 150 pounds. I weighed 180 pounds in the 8th grade. So clearly, I'm not making the cut. But here I am pretending to be romance Saja of all, after all, muffin top and all. So, and I pulled it off, and everybody said I looked great because they understood what the cosplay is. Expecting perfection in your body is just asking for a long road of set. Look at that.
There we go.
Highly agree.
Love handles. Look at them
Look
flabby
at them
arms.
good. Look at them good folk right there.
Exactly. We look great.
Right.
I
Right.
think so.
We look awesome.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna say it was kind of funny that Abby wouldn't eat because he didn't want to get rid of his abs.
I know he was
Yeah.
like basically starving himself like 90% of the day that day. And we were like, we don't want you to starve. Like, we just want you to have fun. And that's literally
I am
all
not.
it
In
is.
fact, I am not fine as fuck, dude. I don't know what picture you looking at. I appreciate the compliment, but yeah, it's all kind of poo-poo under here, right? And
Well, I got
the only
poo-poo.
one of us that was not carrying any extra body fat was Abby, and we picked him for that reason because he had actual abs, and that's a part of the costume. If we hadn't been able to find one about it, we'd have just airbrushed some abs on the shirt or gotten a little muscle shirt from
exactly a muscle shirt,
Yeah.
dyed it brown. And
A lot of people do it. Yeah.
But I will admit though, like I am trying to, especially going to next year. One of the goals I actually want to cosplay. I am going to start a fitness journey, dietary, all that jazz, because I actually want to cosplay as Sagat from Street Fighter 6. For those who don't know, I actually did do practice Muay Thai while I was in Korea too. So and I really want to get back into Muay Thai again because I really enjoy doing that martial art, and I got the eye for it too. So
Used to what?
I used to kickbox.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So that's for me. That's one reason I wanted to get more jacked, and also for the lulz to be that one jack teacher.
That would be cool. Yeah.
See, I want to get all muscly because I want to be Captain Planet. I am going to
There
cosplay
we
him
go.
one day, and I'm gonna look amazing doing it.
Do it now.
Do it now.
I am
No.
planning to bring back a variation and customize my rogue for cosplaying for next year. And I'm already planning the Spanx and the corset because I'm probably not going to lose this fupa, and I'm not going to try real hard to do it. That's what shapers are for. And even with that, I ain't trying to be uncomfortable all day. It's going to be one layer, maybe a little Spanx or something. If the Spanx can't get it shaped right, then you're going to get what you get with this rogue outfit. Right. I actually thought about putting in puff, like the little foam puffs, and making my own 6-pack and just putting it up front. Because why not? I got a jacket on. I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people do it, and it actually works.
It should work. That's what I was talking to B Cunningham about getting some help from her on how to tailor all this stuff and get it done. So we'll see what it looks like. I'll probably premiere that at Dragon Con.
I want to be able to have my Captain Planet done by if I go to AWA. I don't know if I'm going or not. We'll see.
And Unbalanced Minds is right. Captain Planet should be a woman because
Right?
who else
And
is
then I have
responsible
it
to
in
save
my
this
head.
place?
Like I want the corset, I want the bust down, I want it to be dramatic, I want the nails, I want it all. And then every nail could be a different ring,
You gonna do the body paint?
Yeah, that's why I want to get jacked.
Okay.
I don't want to put on the thing. I want to be cold.
Yeah,
and
you want to be cold, no
Yep.
stockings.
Nice. Once again, we have veered so far off from the recap of AWA, and we also passed the 2-hour mark on this stream. So I do want to go around and just say, for everybody, as we always do, not only do I want you to tell everybody where to find you online, but also tell them what's the next con you're looking forward to. RJ, since you're the busiest of us all, I'm gonna start with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So as per usual, you guys find me on Instagram, the_7_kingdom. And I am looking forward to doing Virtuous Con because I applied to that and I'm looking to get into it. But beyond that, honestly, I haven't quite lined anything up because I've been so busy with AWA that I've just been like, look, I'm gonna eat and rest. And then after I rest, I'm gonna see what 2026 holds. But definitely Virtuous Con because they didn't actually happen this year. So next year, I understand they're doing that. And the Georgia Indie Book Fair. I'm gonna be going to a lot more book festivals.
Absolutely.
So.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Okay. Dana?
I'm also looking to Virtuous Con. Go to their website, see some of the guests that they're going to have like it's a total virtual convention, so you can do it from the convention at your home in your PJs and be able to enjoy it. That's happening in February. Of course, Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo that's happening in March is free to attend. So definitely check them out on their social media's website. There it is. Thank you, Marc, for that. And then, of course, MomoCon in May. That is always a big one. I'm always looking forward to that because, and then, sorry, Blerdcon. I keep forgetting it's moved to March. We got Blerdcon in March, and I would just say that's the first part of the year.
I will say that I hadn't planned to go to Blerdcon, but I've never been to Blerdcon before, so I think I
You
might.
gotta go. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
go.
like a
Vegan
it's
it.
like a black femme reunion with a little sprinkle of salt in the mix.
I'm down to be on somebody's press pass. If not, then I can always get my own. But let me
I'm
know
waiting for approval.
if you get approval. Let me know. I'll be your correspondent. I'll be your feet on the streets. You know, I love a microphone.
Yes.
But my big thing next year, and I'm gonna miss MomoCon next year most likely because I'm planning on actually going to Korea. South Korea. I want to do Seoul, Busan, and Jeju in a big like 10-day trip. And actually, I'm also planning to stalk the JYP Entertainment headquarters. That's what Stray Kids is. I don't think they're going to be there when I'm there, but I'm going to take pictures with the building, just so I can say I was there. That's my plan. And matter of fact,
And you got to go to their restaurants that the boys like to go to by the office.
I'm gonna check some of those out too. Soul to Soul is actually the name of the panel I'm going to try and get approved next year for Dragon Con because I want to talk about the similarities between the African American community and everything we've been through and South Korea and everything that they've been through and how that has manifested into some parallels that we don't always appreciate. So that's going to be what the whole panel is about.
I'm gonna like that. I'm definitely gonna go to that one.
I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to do it with me, Phil, if I get approved?
Sure, I'll be down.
Okay, all right. Okay, Khy, what about you?
So y'all know pretty much where to find me. I'm on all socials under Lavender Bunny. You just search my name the way you see here. You can pretty much find me. Next cons, I'm still kind of up in the air of a lot of things. Me and our lovely Supreme Attorney, we're gonna go to Colossal Con on a cruise. So I'm really excited about that because I'd never been on a cruise. I'd never been out the U.S. before, so it's a lot of firsts for me for that. But I think possibly MomoCon. I'm still debating about it, but that'll probably be my next con. And then, of course, I always go to the Georgia Ren Fair. That is a yearly thing that I always do. So
I want to go to that.
it's so much fun. I highly recommend it. Just be careful. It's very hot during that time of year.
Wait,
That's
the
when
what
the
now?
heat begins.
So like
the Georgia Ren Fair.
When is it? Like August, July?
I believe it's like early. It's between like May, late April or early May.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think it lasts till June, like June 1st, like around that time period.
Oh, so it's like weeks. It's like just going to be there for like a couple weeks.
Like
Yeah, it'll
It's
be
like
there
a
for
couple months that it
least
goes
a
on
month.
in the
Yeah.
hot of
And
summer.
then they travel somewhere
Out of
else.
summer, yeah, and they travel, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Georgia one is definitely fun. I go to that every year.
Okay. Phil, what about you?
Well, like I said, you can find me on TikTok and IG at the Blerd Explorer. You can see my name right there. And again, so my books are coming out: The Black Traveler's Guide to South Korea and The Black Traveler's Guide to Thailand and Siem Reap, Cambodia. I am looking to release them within Q1 to Q1 and Q2 of 2026 this next year.
Okay.
My goal is I want to get a table vendor so I can sell the books at DreamCon next year, but I gotta get the money for that first. So that's gonna be a challenge on that front. I would love to go to Blerdcon, but again, money problems. I don't think I will not be able to get the funds in time to be able to go, unfortunately. So definitely the one I will, and I really want to go to Blerdcon so badly, but oh well. But definitely the one I'm going to go to for sure, which is both MomoCon, which I've always wanted to go, but never had a chance to go, and of course DragonCon next year for sure. And I do got some cosplays lined up that I want to do next year. I'm definitely going to do Phil more. And I already talked about it with you guys though, but I'm looking at going as Tommy from Martin. So Tommy from Martin, and there's another one I want to do. Coach from Left 4 Dead 2. I'd love to go do a Coach from Left 4 Dead 2, and also Mace Windu.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, and also let me get it. Hold on, because when I was at Dragon Con,
Wait, let me show you my lightsaber.
Purple lightsaber.
I was just about to ask you about that. You halfway there. All you need is like a brown robe now.
Exactly, that's got to fit.
This one's mine.
And I think it's dual combat ready too, so
I love it.
I hope you guys have a fight at MomoCon.
Oh, I'm down for it.
Oh, for sure. Hit me up anytime.
That would be
ready.
so funny.
Ready.
Supreme Attorney, what's your where can they find you? What's your next con?
Oh, so I'm Supreme Attorney on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm gonna start doing more YouTube videos because it's really fun, actually. The next con, like Lavender Bunny said, it will be a cruise. I believe it's with the Royal Caribbean, and we're going to the Bahamas, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I've never been on a cruise where it was anime focused, so that's going to be fun. After that, I'm going to BlerdCon. So that'll be my first BlerdCon. I'm super excited. I didn't get approved for a panel, but I'm still going. And then what else after that? Oh, of course, MomoCon. Even if I don't get a panel, I'm still going because I like MomoCon. It's how, to me, MomoCon means the summer has officially started. And then obviously Dragon Con. I don't know about AWA. We'll see.
Yeah. And Marc, bring us home, close us out, all the things.
All right. So the next con for me is definitely going to be BlerdCon. So again, if you want to help a brother out, get the BlerdCon, become a channel member. Hit that join button below. For low as $2 a month, you can help me get to BlerdCon 2026. But then after that, immediately after BlerdCon 2026 is Atlanta Sci-Fi and Fantasy Expo. I am a staff volunteer. Me and Dana will be there doing press media relations. So that's going to be fun. And then because of FIFA, there's a weekend in May that has 3 conventions in the same weekend. And I'm going to do the impossible and cover all 3 as press.
Ooh.
And then the weekend after that is MomoCon.
May is going to be a tiring week. May is going to be so tiring because there's a lot. We both got a lot in May.
I don't know how I'm going to cover it because, like, Ranger Stop and Pop, I think Southern Fried Gaming Expo, and FurryCon that I got invited to do press for, all are in the same weekend. But luckily, they're all within the same block of each other. So,
and Ranger Stop and Pop Atlanta is a week before MomoCon.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be crazy. And then MomoCon, you just have to take time off of work for that one. That's a vacation. And I decided, since I'm a content creator in the city of Atlanta, and the month of June and July is gonna be a desert for geek content, I'm gonna try to do something with the FIFA World Cup and see if I can use my light skin powers to get some press passes to some of those games. We'll see how that works out.
Nice. Good luck.
See how that works out.
You can do it.
I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I'm not worried about it. That again, light skin privilege, and then after that is Dragon Con. I think Siege comes back. I know DreamHack comes back. Villains Con in South Carolina. Blerd has a convention at some point. So my goal for next year is to do all the conventions that I can.
All right.
And with that said, you can find me everywhere on the internet under Blerdography, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're now on Twitch. We're still streaming on Twitch right now. I think I haven't been watching that feed, but we're on Twitch, so definitely follow there. My Patreon will be back up shortly. Channel memberships below. Next week is going to be fun because we're doing Blerdkast Live, a rewind episode, a year-end review episode of everything that we've done over the last, 7-8 months that we've been doing this.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun. Just about everybody here is going to be in that episode, and I'm going to have so many other special guests that has appeared in the other previous episodes, and maybe even a taste at what to expect in the next season of Blerdkast Live. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Whoa, that was bad. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can't keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will.
If this the land of the free, it was a freedom then. When they annexed Hawaii and called it Cedar Lands, without any type of payment and no signing off. Called themselves a republic in 1894. 1.2 million acres overtaken from the native Hawaiians. When they resisted, the West retaliated in violence and erasure. The Hawaiian language is banned as part of colonialism's plan to expand, yeah.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe. As a part of their ongoing war with Asia, used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. We will.
So if you put Hawaii into perspective, well, Black and Asian history is interconnected. Considering the fight with the Pacific, then of course versus Asia, they was treated as a middleman for war, but didn't let the Western colorism run its course. Cause dark skin was a sign of dignity to core. The land was taken in the name of capitalism, when prior to it was an actual kingdom. Clap back at the system.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Multiple bombings of Kaho'olawe. As a part of their ongoing war with Asia, used it as a place for target practice. No consent or compensation. Colonizers call for annexation. No work out for all the locals. School will never let you know. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. So many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. Too many stories left to tell, even if we have to ourselves. Can keep history on the shelf. If they won't tell it, we will. We will.